I'm gonna get Mio. I'm gonna get Mio. I'm gonna message Xiaomac and let him know. I just wanted to. Oh, fuck it. Fine. I guess we're getting Aris Story and Mio Micah. We got a ZVZ. Xiaomac was sad. I love Xiaomac. He's like a brother, dude. And we would have had Eric versus BioIce otherwise here, but Xiaomac came in, and it would have been Xiaomac versus... Fuck. I appreciate Xiaomac versus Nicarak. Which I think any of these would be a banger, but that's the way she goes. I hope Trigger's... Trigger will be here. Trigger wants to come bully, but today is a little scuffed. I woke up a little late, so... Oh, shit. Why do I have ESL on? Fuck. That could get me in trouble. Alright, here we go. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Garesfan in the red. Give it up for Aris Story. And his opponent in the bottom right. Give it up for Mio Micah. In the blue. Oh. Damn. In the morning, I usually have a coughing fit if I didn't sleep well. So this is going to be some fantastic casting for a while. Alright, it's going to be a hatch first for Aris Story. Mio Micah, not so much. He is pulling him first. So, we do have a little bit of something cheeky coming on from Mio. Curious to see what build we get. It is Mr. Mio Micah. And he is hella tired right now, I will say, too. It's late as heck in Vietnam. It is nighttime for these guys, too, on a Sunday night for anybody in Europe. Sadly, Rattata couldn't make it, and some other people. Kira did sign up for the tournament, but he, I am not surprised he didn't check in. It is quite late in Korea. Same with Han Mano, who just went from Japan to Korea, so he's, adjusting the time zone, so... And it's hella late, but Han Mano usually plays in these. Alright. Mio actually just sending over 4 links. Nothing too crazy, and he has a queen, but it is quite early. We'll have some links out from Aris Story. Alright. Got a little link dance here. Some micro wars, but I like that Aris Story's pulling back into his nook there for the minerals. So guys, bear with me. Trying to get rolling. And being that it's a Dave tournament, I should make a fucking mod file with some Dave art in the middle of the map. What do you guys think? We have match Reno codes, by the way, and I'm going to need everybody to use them. Please and thank you. So, exclamation mark Matcherino. Doing it right now. Just to get it going. We got plenty of codes to use up here. But this is definitely nothing we can do better here. Tournament. Because Dave is still waking up. Oh my gosh. Nice little wing run by from Aristori on the other end. Catches a drone. And gets a full scout. Which is both important at this early in the game. Third hatch going down for Aristori. Mio going straight into roaches, and it was scouted. So, let's see a little bit of a wall. Wait, Baneling Nest. Oh boy. Yeah, we have no roaches out yet. That's going to be a while for Aristori. Meanwhile, Mio Micah is going to probably just pop right across the map. I was wondering if he was going to go for like a +1 timing before. But it's just going to be straight roaches and 2 queens going across the map. Lings are going to have a little bit of a run by. Roaches picking a few off, but those Lings actually can get a lot of work done. And roaches could get surrounded on the other side. Okay, there's a queen back here too. The slow queen walk, the march across the map. We do have some Lings for Mio. And yeah, Ling's just going to go right across the map for Aristori. It is disjoining the push, so it did buy time for roaches to be in production for Aristori. So his standard opener actually kind of worked out. Just it caught Mio off guard because he was running right across the map with his Lings. So he literally bought time for roaches. Now Aristori can get in a little bit of a defensive position. Meanwhile, there's Ling run-bys everywhere. Some Bane, some roaches to try to clean this up. But we have Lings and roaches coming for Aristori. Mio's just going to hit that Ling button, though. Banes be damned. He's like, we're just going to pump them out. So Mio does have more Lings. Almost reminded me of a ZVP build. Definitely some wild stuff. There's little micro battles all over the map. How you doing, Mag? Third hatch is going to go down, but I don't think it's going to matter as much. Mio is going to try to drone up a little. A few Lings going everywhere for Aristori. Aristori could actually get a Bane bust, and that is exactly what he's going for. That could be very rough for Mio Micah. Mio's going to go scout around a little, but I don't think he has an idea that these Banes are over here. I like that he has these queens, though. Look at this. He's killing 2 overlords for Aristori. I forgot about the queens. That makes it so cheeky. Baneling's trying to be taken care of. Only 1 does hit. So no kills, but some very injured drones. That being said, a couple Lings are going to go in and get some kills. Oh, nice Lings to protect. So he's going to save some drones. 4 drones do fall. That being said, the hatch going down was a little rough. Mio is getting a lair and a spine crawler. This game is wild. The queen's finally going down. Aristori's now a little behind on supply from everything said and done. Mio Micah trying to get a surround on this. There's a bunch of Banelings here. Well, a few Banelings, realistically. Do get sniped. Yeah, they did catch some of the... Lings. Oh, that Baneling is gonna finish. What a scrappy game. This is cool. Let's second go, guys. This is definitely a little cool. Some little things going everywhere. There's a Ling over here for another Bane connect, possibly. Mio's just now going to take his third. He's got enough to defend. Army supply looking in favor of Aristori. But that being said, yeah, it's mostly roaches. So he does have that going for him. He's going to need a spine crawler and an Evo. Mio going for a double Evo behind this. So he's going for ranged attacks and Carapace. But he did just finish his other gases before. Well, not Carapace just yet. It takes him a bit. Yeah, he's getting it after Glial Reconstitution. So he's going to lead in upgrades. Lair just now going down for Aristori. And he did get some gas. Well, he's just now getting his third gas over here. He did take one in the main. It's actually his fourth. So I'm curious to see what the play is. Alright, I don't hate an Overseer going down. He wants to get a scout. Army supply now leading for Mio Micah. But that being said, Aristori got another third base a little quicker. He is going into his Spire. I think that's probably his best move. That being said, Mio... Yeah, Mio lost those 2 queens earlier. He's not high on queens. He doesn't have any spores, and he doesn't really have any vision on the other side. Okay, no, that being said, he's going to use that Overseer. So he is going to scout the Spire. Pretty good stuff. War Mr. Mio Micah is going to lose the Overseer. But he did get the read on the Spire, which is most important. +1 coming for Aristori as well. So Mio should be dropping. He's going into Hydras. You know, it's Mio Micah. Of course he's going to go into Hydras. But wouldn't hate to see some Spores. He's going to getting ready to push out. That being said, Aristori has the bigger army. Mio really needs some Spore Crawlers. Aristori committed to the Spire. Maybe he thought he was going to cancel it. I don't know. But he's not dropping any Spores. He's going right into Hydras. And, yeah. Mio is leading in workers, but again, just getting that third base a little later is going to set him a little behind. He's getting another gas for his Hydras. He's pumping out Hydras and Roaches. Muscular augments being researched. Classic Mio Micah. I love it. But the no Spores I don't love. Well, we're not going to see any mutas coming out just yet from Aristori. This is a weird one. Alrighty. Oh, wait, never mind. There's the mutas. Alright, so you just got a little hit squad of 5. That just happened up pretty quick. Again, guys, I'm kind of waking up here. So, bear with me. Flapjack's going to be casting with me, too. A little later. He's got his, he's going to be coming in, though. It's only 5 mutas, though, so he's just going out to catch some stray overlords. Be annoying, try to get in some mineral lines. Yeah, it's going to be a little tough with the... It's like enough where a queen even can deflect them a bit. But these hiders are just going to chew through these mutas with +1. So unfortunately, that's an expensive loss for Aristori. That being said, Mio Micah now leading in the army supply. Aristori is going to probably catch up here too. He's got a 4th hatch coming. So does Mio. Mio's going to finish quite faster. And I think that was a little bit from the mutas. Aristori going to catch these workers over here. Mio is going to try to jump on this with the Hydras. And again, well, we have a queen back here. That's it for defense. Some roaches on the way. Again, the queen is enough to scare away 2 mutas for sure. And now the big push comes from Mio. It's 141 army supply. He is maxed out. Aristori has 30 lings on the way. He can make banelings. Has centrifugal hooks on the way. And Banes do be pretty damn good against Hydras. The problem is the Hydras. Look at this positioning from Mio. I love that. Is the Hydras kind of sandwiched in the middle of the roaches? So if there were banelings, they're going to hit roaches first. And to be honest, Banes will help lead, and it's a roach versus roach battle, but they don't do the greatest. Roach is soaking up the damage, preventing the Hydras from getting hit. Mio microing everything back behind this. We had some corrosive biles land from Aristori, but Aristori is looking in a very rough position. There just is not... Oh my gosh. Well, some triple hooks even going on. There's just not enough supply here for Aristori. Oh god. Alright, Roach Warren does fall, and we'll see what happens from here. GG. Mio Micah takes game number 1. All my Protoss brethren are all sad I didn't cover their matches, except for the ones that just hopped into it. But that was a banger. That was definitely a spicy game. I'm just not awake yet. Oh, fuck. Wait. All right, 1 second. All right, guys, we have the game started. I have to refill my coffee. Ed, sorry. Big True Prodigy. Too many units. Anybody, guys. This is definitely a Scuff Dave tournament because, well, I just didn't sleep fucking well at all. That being said, we got another spicy at round 2 of the ZVZ, spawning in the upper left-hand corner. Give it up for Mr. 12 Pool in this game. He is Aristori in the red. And his opponent in the bottom right, the king of the sea himself. He's blue. Give it up for Mio Micah. How you doing, Prodigy? Prodigy Toaster. Love the name. You must be a Terran player. You like your Hellions, huh? How you doing, Fractal Cactal? If you're done with the ads, I apologize, guys. I actually lowered my ads a bit. And, a message trigger. So again, I'm adminning too on this. Some players didn't show up. I should have delayed the check-in. Some people like either forgot about it, whatever, but it's my fault for not pumping out the advertisements because of all the news. Guys, if you want to do some help, please use those Matcherino codes. All right. All right, anyway, it's going to be a little bit of a skirmish. It was a 12 pool versus a 12 pool this game. Chad Mandu, how you doing, bud? What is up, brother? Sadly, I couldn't cast EPT Asia last night at all. I had another tournament I committed to and thought it would be done earlier, but I thought it was going to be an hour earlier and it wasn't. But that's okay. Garrett did sign up today, but he did not check in, and I don't blame him. It's pretty late. I should have bothered people to spam. So this seems a little scuffed at points. Please bear with me. All right. So, sorry about that. Oh, ads came on right as Mio pushed. I'm sorry about that. I could try to change that quick in between here. But anyway, Mio with a lot of lings. The queens and the lings from... or Aristori with a lot of lings. The queens and the lings from Mio in pretty similar numbers. Aristori's going for basically a link flood. Is this going to be an all-in? That's looking like it. Metabolic Boost did finish up for him. Mio does not have it. He's trying to get a Roach Warren. Decent defense from Mio, but he is still in a little bit of trouble. That is a lot of lings, and not getting Metabolic Boost is a bit of a problem. Another problem is, this is something Zerg players were not happy about with the Transfuse nerf. Oh, GG. Aristori's just going to take it. So we got a game 3, guys. Welcome, Chad and everybody. Sorry, Fractal. Sorry, anybody with the ads. If you're not liking the stream, just give me a little bit to wake up. Love you guys. Yeah, so everybody went flaming into matches before I can get one. I get a series. God damn it. Feeling a little rough today. It's not hangover rough. This is like, I'm just not feeling good enough. Good enough. We'll get through this. We'll get it in the gear. But sadly, not really a high turnout because of, again, I don't think I advertised. We have a lot of good players, though. 26 players, not bad. Dralton, Nikic ongoing, Fiant and Mixu, Demaga and Forjumi go on to fight. Forjumi's going to be mad because I think he, Forjumi and Max Pax have to fight. Or Forjumi and Demaga, winner of that, has to fight Max Pax. Mixu and Fiant going on. That's another ZV. A lot of ZVZs today. But Trigger and Ashbringer just started up. Hey! Who wants to have some fun? Thank you for the raid, Wootsicle. I am sorry we are on a 2-minute delay, guys. Welcome, Raiders. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner. The score is 1-1. Give it up for Aristori in the red. And his opponent in the blue. Give it up for Mio Micah in the blue. Hi, Wootsicle. Hi, Raven. Welcome, Raiders. We are on a bit of a delay here. Not a 2-minute delay, actually. It's like a 90-second delay. So you'll hear me a little sooner today than like EPT. Welcome, Hack Respect. Alright, guys. It is going to be a hatch first versus a pool first. Not a 12 pool. This was a 16 pool from Micah. We saw him do this in game 1. The last game was wild. That was a 12 pool versus a 12 pool into a link flood versus otherwise. This is a $200 tournament, guys. I need some help. Let's help the prize pool. Dave do be a little behind on some things. So I could use some help with the Matcherino codes. Just clicking claim code will add 25 cents to the tournament. This one I am scraping by on. Should have delayed it another week. But, it is what it is. That being said, we will see what happens. All right. Oh, I forgot to turn on the bot. So I had everything set up for ESL last night. We're going to see a little bit of a lag here. Sorry, Nimison. Usually I don't like having the bot on for tournaments too often. But we might need to wake my ass up. Again, Flip a Flapjack's going to be casting with me in a while. But he just had some things come up where he's running a little late. He'll be streaming as well. Alrighty. Link's pushing across the map. Metabolic boost going to be a little faster for me and Micah. He went right for that gas this game. I did go pool first. He is going to try to delay the third base. Oh, yeah, it's going to be significantly faster. So he's going to have a lead for a little bit. Metabolic finishes relatively quick, but Mio might hammer down. No, he's going for a Roach Warren again this game. This one, he may want to deny the scout. Okay, so he's playing a little like before. He isn't really hammering on the Lings just yet. He's going Roaches, so he's going to need a little bit of drones. Does get a little sloppy with the Overlord. I think he just forgot to pull it back. But it is late as hell from Mio Micah. I added the bot for you, Nemison. Alright. Third hatch is underway, but this is looking a little bit like game number 1 from Mio. So he's probably just going to hammer on 7 roaches after from the single gas mining. Alright, Spine Crawler going down. We do have a Baneling Nest opener from Aristori. Pretty standard opener. But these are enough Lings, I think. Chase this way. However, Baneling's in production. Might scare Mio away. Yeah, scary amount of Lings, but these Banes finishing up, I think is going to save this hatch. It's not going to force a cancel. Mio does scout the Banes. Oh, Mio. Not like this. All right, he is going to have to be a little careful. Does save the Lings. But this hatch is certainly taking a beating. Mio going into a third hatch as well. He's already got 7 roaches coming. We saw this in a previous game. This map's a little smaller, I think, to say the least. He does get the kill on the third. That's pretty big. Getting the snipe on a third from a standard opener is pretty good stuff if you've taken one, especially as the pool first player. That said, there's a lot of links from Aristori, but Mio's just got a big army. It's a lot of roaches. He is going to split everything up. Sending 4 roaches to defend. The third is going to do so. And chase the lings on the other side. Okay, he got back. He is just going to continue pumping roaches. Another roach warren on the other side is finished up from Aristori. So, Aristori losing that third means less production. Mio does have a little more. Again.
Excellent.
Ling Bane coming over here. How you guys doing? What up, Dark Omega? And again, please use those Matcherino codes if you hadn't. I'm going to keep saying it after. Oh, beautiful surround here on the Queen. So Aristori is going to pick off a Queen and retreat. He's trying to get that third base up. Neither player taking some extra gases yet. Spicy, spicy. They're all on 1 gas. Aristori pumping more lings, but he is getting some roaches out. And the Ling Bane, I think, could be the pressing issue. The problem is the natural is pretty defended for Mio. Mio not really right in position for his third. If Aristori keeps sniping a Queen, though, that's definitely value. But this Ling run by from Mio Micah is going to get us surrounded some of these units. However, it's mostly roaches, and the Lings are not going to win. Actually, funnily enough, the Lings are kind of helping Aristori a little bit. He's getting a few little hits here and there. Banelings could help against the Lings. Mio does have the roach lead, but that being said, picking off little reinforcing roaches going across the map from Mio is pretty good. If he's killing them with Lings, and when they're in a full surround, the Lings will win. With that being said, Mio's got a pretty massive army of roaches. Aristori's pumping them out. Mio just got 2 more gases. Aristori did take 1 more. But we don't see an Evo. I'm pretty sure Mio at least would be going in. Neither player going for a lair. Neither player going for an Evo yet. This is definitely a little different. Alright. Mio is going for a push. And it's a pretty scary one. He only has 1 Ravager with this, though. But neither player, again, going right into tech. Aristori just taking a 3rd gas. And he did get his 3rd hatch up at in this. So it is pretty equal production now. Yeah, I'm curious how this plays out. Aristori's looking pretty even Stevens here. Does have more Lings in his army, I think. Let's take a look. Just a little. It's actually pretty close. More roaches or Mio for now, but Aristori's in production is 6 more. Corrosive Bile does not connect. Looks like Aristori has a better spread. But I do think Mio is technically leading. However, the reinforcements are arriving for Aristori. Mio is going to have to back off. Again, neither player really pecking past this. It's just bare roaches with no upgrades, no glial reconstitution, so no roach speed, and no +1 ranged or carapace. This is weird. This happens. This looks like ZVZ, but it's a Ling roach war with a Ling Bane roaches. Corrosive Bile is not going to hit Mio's Overlord, but that Queen should take care of it. Mio is going to kill one of Aristori's Overlords as well. So Mio is supply blocked. Aristori's pretty much supply blocked right now. Both players have 3 Overlords in production. Mio's are going to finish faster. 4 Overlords. And he is going to start saturating his 3rd base soon, I would imagine. Yeah, Aristori's actually got a worker lead, though. So something important to note. Neither player. It's 8:30. And we're out. Okay, I said Aristori just going for his lair now. And Mio is going to saturate his 3rd base finally. So, if we just take a look at the graphs, the income advantage has been in favor of Aristori for a good while, pretty significantly. But that said, Mio is leading the army supply. He does need to consider Tekken behind this, though. I don't see him on a good push, really. Aristori's now leading an army supply, too. ZVZ, folks. I can't believe I went into it. We would have been in Eric versus BioIce otherwise, so... or Xiaomek versus Nicarak would have been the other exception. Oh my god. This is wild. Mio's taking a good fight. He's got more Ravagers. I do believe... Yeah, he's landing some sick biles. Oh, not like this, Aristori. Aristori do be eating the biles. You know, it's been a minute since I've even had a ZVZ to cast, and today we had a bunch to start. Very unlucky. Corrosive Vile's not going to hit the target for the Overlord, but Mio is leading the army supply. He is down on drones from Aristori's run-bys, but I think he just committed to this push, and Aristori didn't start anything behind it. I don't think any upgrades would be done in this time. Well, Galil might have finished up somewhere in the fight, but the third base is in jeopardy. 11 drones falling for Aristori. Kind of a scrappy fight. Corrosive Piles, not going in the best direction. Mio might just take this here, folks. It is 28 to 61 supply for army. Mio even getting surrounds on the roaches with the lings. Just added DPS. GG. Mio Micah is going to advance. And that do be it. All right. Mio Micah advances. Well played by Aristori still, though, but good job, Mio. All right, let's see what we got coming up for matches. Oh, Traeger just started his shit. So, Mio has advanced. Forjumi is going to be on to fight Max Pax. Let me see if they started. Forjumi versus Max Pax would be a banger, too. I'm going to see if I can catch it. They probably are already into their game. I don't know if... Damn, Forjumi 2-0 Demaga? Damn, boy. Ah, fuck. They just started. Nicarak versus winner of Mixu and Fiat. Mixu and Fiat still going on. That's another ZVZ. Imagine if Rattata signed up today. I'll close it. Dark Omega. God, I gotta change the... I'm getting rid of sounds on predictions. Mio versus winner of Geralt and Nikic. Damn. That could have went either way. It was a pretty quick series, but... We almost had... some other folks here. Damn, boys and girls. I wish I hopped on Passion Craft as well earlier. Originally, I was going to be doing that. But due to a wedding coming up, I didn't want to overcommit. So we got a Saffron on that for Miss Cavera. That would have been something big I'd be working on. But let's see here. Just trying to find something here for us. Or Jumi and Maximus Paximus going on Trigger and Ashbringer still going on. Mixu and Fiat waiting for that. Geralt and Nikic waiting on that. Poppy versus Exo Striker. Nicarak and... Oh, Nicarak 2-0 Jalmek. Damn, Jalmek. I would have got his thing. All right, let's see what we get. Damn. Drown some worms for flounder, but no love. Fisherman not having the great stuff. Skit 2. Oh, Raven, you bet on Universe. I actually had Terran won last night. Gemini did not win. Gemini did not win. Universe. Gemini played really well last night, but Universe was cracked. That was a 6 series on Vulcan Cup last night. It was cool to see Gemini in it, though, but man. Either way, I would have been proud of him, but Universe I've been friends with for quite some time, and that's awesome to see him get a dub on the NA finals for Vulcan Cup yesterday. Fisherman, you've been on that gel for a bit, huh? Jeez. All right, guys. Let's see if Flapjack's back yet. Flapjack might be hopping in, or at least trying to catch something. He had, was tied up. All right, let's see if we get a fucking lobby. We are going to have our Exo Striker beat Poppy 2-1. Damn. Exo Striker beat Poppy. Draw and Nikichan going Mixu 2-1. Okay, Nicaract. Versus Mixu. All right, Nicarac versus Mixu. We have a TVZ. Jesus Lord, I've been casting a lot of TVZs lately. I'd say overall, for some reason, in the past, I swear we'd get nothing but PvPs. Today we have a lot of Zerg signed up, and it almost would have been more. Unfortunately, we don't have Cure again. For those of you that came in or are in later, let's see here. I'm also going to tell you, use those damn Matcherino codes, guys. It's free. It adds 25 cents to the tournament. Before I pay out on this one, I'm definitely going to make sure all the codes are used. Good job. We're at 36 out of 50, but we're starting low. Didn't have much lead time for a $200 tournament to advertise Imagine. From getting involved in other bullshit, not being able to stream as much. So that being said, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern in the blue representing Psystorm Gaming. Give it up for Nicaract. And his opponent in the bottom left, he's red. Give it up for Mr. Mixu. The buddy of Cyril, Mr. Mixu. All right. How are you doing today, chat? I'm happy we have some conversation still. Old man Dave's having trouble waking up, and thanks again to Woot for the raid. Bear with me here. It takes me a long time to get up when I don't sleep well. Jeez. We got an old man cast today. Who votes that I get my cat to cast for me? I think that would be a good idea. We're going to get Charlie and Mitters as my cat co-casters. They're going to hard carry me. All right, it's going to be a pretty standard opener from both players. We're going to see a Reaper expand. I think so. Thank you for the up arrow, Raven. You're gonna try to infuse a chicken sandwich, Fisherman. That sounds beautiful. Oh, man, I've never heard of that. Oh, God. Too funny. Too heckin' funny. Supply depot coming. We do have a Reaper going across the map after an SCV scout. Don't hate the SCV scout. He might get a block in the third. If Mixu is gonna rush her out. SCV's just gonna go back. He's not. Actually, he should have poked around for a third anyway. You get the Reaper and the SCV, you can 100% get a block on a hatch. Yeah, he should have sent the SCV right over. I'm a big fan of that. You deny or force a delayed third on a Zerg, that is pretty huge. But it is going to be a metabolic boost opener from Mixu. Nicorak's going to try to go right into the Nat. I guess he doesn't really care. He does have a CC in factory coming. Reactor on the way. Hey, thank you, Splurch. What's up, Splurch? And Raven. Wee-wee. Alright, yeah, just a 1-1-1 opener from Nicorak. He's going to get into Hellions. Curious to see if we get a Banshee opener. Is he going to go right into Stem? We've been seeing a lot of cheekier builds out of Terran. Is Nicorak going to go mech? Is he going to go bio? He's usually a bio player, but things have shifted around in the meta a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Fiat. You're sad you didn't win versus... Well, I saw it was a 2-1, so... Thank you for playing, Fiat. ZVZ can go either way. You know, Aristori and... I'm surprised we saw a couple 2-0s that we did. Like the Maga and... The Maga and... Who was he up against? Forgot. Forjumi. I thought he might at least take a map off Forjumi. Forjumi's pretty crack lately. But ZVZ, it's like any major matchup, man. We all know. Oh my god, I called it. Guess what it's going to be? It's going to be double Starport Battlecruiser. Even Nicorak has been turned into a mech player. We're seeing the old double Starport Battlecruiser. It's going to be scouted. The Viking is going to tip his hat that something cheeky's going on. 100%. It's just 2 Reapers and a Hellion. Man. Did I not call it that we'd probably see something? I was hoping maybe we'd get a little bit of a bio Ling Bane game. But it is going to be a Baneling Nest. Some spores going down. Oh, God. No layer just yet. It is on its way. But BCs are going to start in production pretty heckin' soon once we see the gas. First one is going to come. It's going to be double Starport BC, though. Tater Tutor, how you doing, man? The memes are back of Nicorak. Rooting for Nicorak helped you quit smoking. I love that one. That is a frequent one in the Dave stream. We do know Nicorak plays in almost everything I have. He's even signed up for KSL. And even though he has to play on the Korean servers, you gotta hand it to him. He is a grinder. Oh, man. Alright, a little bit of creep spread containment over here from Nicorak. Does get the 3 active creep tumors. But we do have some more coming on the front line. However, that is going to disjoint the creep spread a little bit to the 4th base going down for Mixu. Mixu's playing it very standard. So these BCs might be a bit of a problem. Is he going to fly him across the map? That's the question. Ling's trying to get a run by. The wall is completed. It was a little bit of a scuff wall. I mean, it's part of it's the low ground. Mixu's still doing a pretty good job creep spreading. Otherwise. Alright, creep tumor's getting cleaned up a little bit here. We'll see what happens. Mamma mia. Oh, battle cruiser operational. Queen's gonna run like hell. Mixu's just pumping out Queens. He is gonna drop that Spire. Hopefully he can land it. He does have some spores, but not at the 4th base. That 4th base could be in jeopardy. Spore trying to go forward, but that's a lot of Hellions still. So the Queens and the Lings trying to fight this off. Lings forced to fight the Hellions. The Queens obviously got to do what they can to chisel at these BCs. Spore's coming in clutch. One is going to take a lot of damage, and they did teleport in. That being said, Overlord's going to be chiseled away at. This is probably going to be a supply block for Mixu. Well, it definitely chiseled at it. Oh, man. Hold on, I have some admin in to take a look at. All right, battle cruisers getting some damage on this 4th base. They've had some great trades as battle cruisers do. We do have a Roach Warren coming behind this, but more BCs on the way. Little supply block for Nicaract. Nicaract's on. Okay, he's just now starting his 3rd CC on location, but he's going nothing but BCs. Spire did finish, but we don't have a lot of gas. Let's take a look at the trades. Yeah, it was a lot of damage. Mostly Queens, Lings, and Overlords. Not a lot of drones, luckily, for Mixu. So he's going to be able to get a gas bank up, but he is going to need to pump into some Corruptors. And honestly, this is a good time because this is a pretty big investment into battle cruisers. Ling's doing a good job with 1-1, denying the 3rd base for Nicaract. So that being said, BC is a good unit. There's a lot of them. He has Yamato, but we do have a lot of Corruptors in production. Losing all those Queens means less injects, but still, he was pumping out Queens behind it. So Mixu's actually doing okay. It is a scary amount of BCs because of Yamato, but there's a good amount of Corruptors coming out. Unfortunately, there's no map vision over here of what's going on. Creep spread getting contained on the other side. This hatch looks like it could be in trouble. Corruptors need to come in here. Oh, the hatch is 100% in trouble. We just couldn't get them out enough. Oh, and because of the lack of Queens, forced to transfuse and try to drop creep. That is a problem for Mixu. Mixu's going to lose some drones here. Never mind. He got some roaches out. It's actually a pretty good defense for Mixu. That being said, flyer attacks +1 on the way for him. Queen's fighting this up. Where are the Corruptors? The Corruptors kind of derped away. Some Yamatos being fired off. Still, it's a lot of Corruptors. He does catch a battle cruiser. That's pretty big. We are just now getting into Cyclones for... It's Hellions and Cyclones for Nicaract. He's going to want to get that in Infernal Pre-Igniters here. But it's going to be a heavy Roach Rav army. Corruptors just to take care of the BCs. We're still going to see two... This is weird. Usually you just see a battle mech transition away from BCs. But that being said, Nicaract got some good value. Missile turrets going down. Caustic spray going down on the CC. Other missile turret going to be taken care of. And, well... These Corruptors are going to take care of the 3rd CC of Nicaract. Nicaract got some good value, but honestly, Mixu's defense was pretty good. That was some pretty heckin' good defense. And this is usually why you see a transition from BCs right into battle mech. I think Nicaract was trying something a little different. Most builds will go into Cyclones and Hellions with Mag Field and Infernal Pre-Igniters. All right. Hey, Abel Bacon. Yeah, guys, I need to have the KSL, exclamation mark KSL stuff. We're going to add some more links to that after. Oh, my goodness. BC's chiseling away at these roaches and ravs. We do have infestors coming with the Corruptors. As good damage as that was for Mixu, he still has to respect this army. He is getting some more Corruptors out. He knows he needs them. There's going to be tanks. 4th CC going on, so he's double expanding, which I don't hate, because Mixu's got a great economy. And he's basically relying on keeping these BCs alive for now. On Nicaract's side. It's a lot of Corruptors, a lot of Ravagers. We got Infestors coming too. We didn't see pathogen glands be researched, but you should get some fungals. Fungals will be pretty good against this, though. Nicaract is patiently flying away, trying to debate the corruptors away, but I think we're going to need more of this army together. Oh, man, he's going to go push back again. The tanks are going to be helpful this time. And 2 more BCs over on this side. Caustic Spray going down again. Ravagers landed some corrosive biles on the tanks. Are going to take them out. Infestors landing a fungal. He's going to take one of them out, but the mass of BCs behind it are going to be a problem. Good damage there. Oh, look at that. BC's teleporting in, trying to get some damage and catching him off guard. Do we get some good fungals? We do. Fungals are helping out a bit. Corruptors are falling in numbers. And corrosive biles attempting to hit BCs. I think that was a connection with some of them. And honestly, I think Mixu's okay. He took a 5th base behind it. GG. He does it. Damn. Damn, boys and girls. That was some sick defense. All right. Max Packs is versus who? Eric? Damn. Trigger is fighting Mio Micah. Damn, that's going to be a banger of series too. I'm missing Trigger and Mio. Geralt and Extra Striker. That's another good one. These are actually really good matches today. 4 Jumi's waiting for the winner of Max Packs and Eric. Imagine if Eric's beat Max Packs, guys. That would be a pretty cranky upset. Eric being on the Ducklings. I think he's still on the Ducklings. Yo, Steadfast gave us a huge tweet on KSL. Steadfast is looking forward to covering it as well. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Gressvan. In the blue, give it up for Nicaract. So, Chad, you're going to be happy to hear that. And up a point in the red. Give it up for Mixu. Guys, I might have to take something. I hope Flapjack is able to come in too, but man, we don't like an abandoning caster, but I think I might have to take some cough medicine for this. Real quick or something. Yeah, damn. You guys are like, Dave, put the smoke out. And I'm like, Corey Trevor, smokes. Let's go. I'm thankful we got who we got signed up today, guys, truthfully. Shout out to all the players who signed up for this. But normally I would imagine we would have something else. Alrighty. Alrighty. We'll see what happens here. Pretty standard opener for both. This time it is going to be a Reaper expand again from Nicaract. It is just too funny. Now you can just almost anticipate mech. We didn't see mech much other than Maru in the past. And with these maps and everything in the patch, It is wild to see more mech. Hell, we're starting to see some players on, you know, a little lower tier even go a little mech heavy in TVP, which is usually bad and still kind of bad, but I've seen some games with some pretty big upsets lately. Pretty wild stuff. Nicarac trying to be annoying with the Reaper, get some information. Doesn't want to be too greedy with it. And trying to force Lings up, but he doesn't get anything. Nice defense from Mixu. Actually, he did get... No, he didn't get a Ling. Where's the 6th Ling? Mixu has 5... No. Dave can't see. Mr. Magoo over here. Mr. Magoo not with any vision. Oh my goodness, the Reaper is going to play a ring around the rosies. Reaper is getting away. Ling's going to push out. Metabolic boost finishing up here soon, so that Reaper is going to have to be careful if he wants to keep it alive. There we go. The Speedling's going to chase it down, and he might actually get it, but guess what? There's a Reaper cliff. The Reaper is going to survive for Nicarac. Nicarac going for a 3cc build, so he might be just going into Banshee opener. Pretty standard in either regard from the past. Yep, it's 3cc Banshee build from Nicarac. Alright. Again, just 2 Hellions and a Reaper. Mixu does have an Overlord out. There's a Marine to kind of guard away from it. And this map, it's kind of harder to get over here. Even a Marine might be a little bit of a problem for an Overlord. If he catches it earlier on, because we'd see some more. But it's Hellions, and the Banshee in production cloak is going to come, so... Pretty standard opener. I think this is a smarter play. Mixu plays... very safe and standard, as we saw in game number 1. Drink a beer. Oh no, that's not gonna fix it, my friend. I did have a few last night. Maybe a little more than a few, but not enough to have a real true hangover. That is not the case. Got some allergy issues today, that's basically it, and I just slept like shit. Was hoping to be up a little bit earlier, but I think we're just going on like, I don't know, 3 hours of sleep. Maybe 4 if I was lucky. Alright, 3rd CC is going to go down, but we do have some nice link pressure from Mixu. Mixu getting a surround on some Marines. Is going to delay these... yeah, he's going to delay... No. Hellions coming in clutch. Do save one of the SCVs, getting a supply depot down. Definitely going to prevent a supply block for a bit. And the 3rd CC, Nicarac is just fine. Mixu did get a 4th base down in an early time. I love this timing of the hatches for Mixu. If you can defend this and just get all your hatches at good times, it is so good for Zerg. Welcome, Academy. Proxy. Tyrannimba. Alrighty. And guys, please use those Matrino codes. Again... we see Skatu here. Yeah. Alrighty. Here we go. Nice Hellion run by over to the side. He's going to die some creep spread. We'll see what happens. No, I was hoping to catch Mr. Forjumicus Maximus today, though, because you know he's going to be doing some wild shit. We can always count on Forjumi to bring in the cheese. And the fun chat. God, I love that kid. He's too funny. 5th hatch going down for Mixu, I might add. No 4th yet for Nicarac, though he'll probably think about it because he's going for a big push. He'll probably drop a 4th CC behind it. He does have 1-1 finishing up ahead of Mixu. Usually happens. That being said, Centrifugal Hooks is a ways away. This time there is no Roach Ravager, so the tank is not going to be able to be biled. He's going to go down, though. Alright, killing the tank was huge, but this 5th base might want to be canceled. That's a lot of bio. I don't think he's going to... okay, is he going to try to defend it? Centrifugal will eventually... Oh, no. That was actually a good hot pickup from Nicorak, but still some good connects from Mixu. All right, Mixu is going to have to be careful. The queens are a little too forward. Siege tank is going to land. And there are 2 Hellbats that Armory finished up. 2-2 on the way for Nicorak. And Centrifugal hooks being researched. It does finish up. And welcome Taco Sauce. Oh my god, this hatch is going to go down and oof. Yeah. Alright, I think Mixu's going for a counterattack. He's going to go pick off reinforcements. He wants to try to jump in the third base mineral line. Nicorak is trying to get a 4 CC behind this. But a lot of pressure on Mixu's side of the map. I think this push is going to be held and cleaned up. The tank is going to push forward, however. Yeah, there's more Ling Bane. Banelings do connect. That was a beautiful cleanup from Mixu. Nice pickup again from Nicorak to save the tank, but still the trades were pretty good for Mixu right there. And he's still getting some damage. The little Ling run by he had there, it was a good amount. Actually picked off a lot of the bio for reinforcements. He put an end to the push. Is Mixu gonna... Yeah, he's got a pretty big army here. He does have 1-1 himself. Now Nicorak is gonna have 2-2 eventually. Mixu going into a Hydra Den. Retaking the hatch that went down. Yeah, see, he did lose the hatch, but I think ultimately it was kind of worth it from the damage he did. He bought himself time. He's gonna double... Actually, he took this hatch for a 6 behind it, so... That's basically just making up for the lost hatch immediately if he wants to. That said, the sensor tower going down. 9 SCVs. Lots of Banelings. Are there going to be lots more Banelings? That's the question. We're seeing another factory. 2 factories. What? 2 factories going down? They are stalwarted. What's going on here? I think that was a glitch. I saw 1, but that being said... Yeah, I think he made a mistake and accidentally dropped 2. Maybe he forgot he had 1 in production and it was definitely stopped. Because of all the harass. I think he had to pull an SCV. Hey, thank you, Taco Sauce. Yeah, guys, we have 32 codes. Again, I can't pay out this prize pool later on until all the codes are used. But I do appreciate it. All right. Oh man, 18 SCVs falling on the other side of the map here. I'm not catching that action. We looked at just the little drop that took out the 6th base, which became the 5th base. But guess what? This planetary's going down. That's... damn, Mixu's been very aggressive this game. Even when he's been holding pushes and getting some good aggression on the other side. Picking off reinforcements, getting SCV kills. Nicorak still has a good amount of workers. There's going to be a big push. But Mixu actually has a pretty big army. He got into Hydras at least. That being said, wow, he's even split off an army over here to defend. Mixu's playing very well today. He is playing very well today. I always thought he was a good player, but today he's certainly on fire. He is on 2-2 versus 2-2 and put enough pressure where Nicorak really just has to pump out units. He lost a lot, but GG. Oh, damn. Mixu advances. Very well done. In a bit of a... I don't know. His macro was sick. His creep spread was sick. His defense was sick. Pretty crazy stuff. All right, so Mixu had advanced to the round of 8. Geralt and Trigger are in the semifinals. Wait. I'm mixing this. I'm missing this. Mixu is advanced to the semifinals. Borjumi versus... Wait, what's going on? I want to see Trigger versus Geralt. Oh, hi. Max Packs. Oh, shit. He was trying to get a hold of me, but I think I was in a game and missed his message in-game, but he Discord DM'd me. All right. I think we're going to get Geralt versus Trigger. All right, guys. Let us see here. Huge. I'm just seeing if we got Geralt versus Trigger. But that was a sick TVZ. Nicarak bringing us some spicy builds in spicy build in game number 1, a little risky, but still, I think that was just really well played. All right, Geralt versus Trigger. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, guys. I just have to take a leak. We are going on to Geralt versus... All right, guys. Here we are, we're back. We have the Protoss goats here. Those of you that know me, I'm a huge fan of both Geralt and Trigger. Good friends of mine. Fun fact, I have the Founders fucking badge on Trigger's channel. Actual facts, Dave was one of the first subs on Trigger's channel. Hard flex, let's go. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Psystorm Gaming in the blue. Give it up for Geralt. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Basilisk in the red. Give it up for Trigger. Alrighty, it's going to be a low ground from Trigger. So, Trigger has been bullying in my tournaments lately. And this time, I think... I have a feeling Max Pax is glad he doesn't have to fight him earlier. And Trigger glad he doesn't have to fight Max Pax. But Trigger has been taking games off Max Pax. It is possible, though. I don't know. Trigger's PvP can be quite good. Geralt also the same thing. Even if he's playing a little less, Geralt is a very strong PvP player. Yes, he's very kind of rigid in his builds, but he knows what to do. He's not afraid to 4-gate and stuff sometimes. He knows what to do against the 1-gate expand. And we've seen him beat Max Pax before, so Trigger and him is going to be certainly a good match. In fact, it's been a long time since I've had Trigger and Geralt for a series to cover anything. Alright, with that being said, we will see what happens. Mr. Proby is coming by. We'll see from here. And I am glad we had some people sign up at least. I was almost ready to go. Sorry, guys, we don't have enough people. We're going to have to cancel the tournament today. Or postpone. And thank you guys for hanging out. Oh my goodness, the Zealot is forced out from Trigger. Pretty normal stuff, but Trigger going... Oh my gosh, Geralt still kept the probe alive. He's so good at that. Trigger is forced into a Stargate. Pretty common response when this happens, but he's getting a Stalker out. I actually like the Stalker with this because Geralt is going to come in with some Stalker pressure. Trigger, on the other hand, also getting some harass, getting some scouting, trying to get some information, but he is going to try to pull the probe back. Damn, Geralt got the work in, getting yet another one. That is basically timing this out to be a standard Nexus opener on the Stargate of Trigger. Like for an expand. Geralt going for Stalker, so obviously his Nexus is going to be a little delayed here. A beat delayed. Trigger going for a shield battery. Geralt going for a shield battery in the mineral line. Yeah, it's actually significantly delayed for Geralt too, but still he got the work done. He forced the Stargate opener. It's going to be standard. And he is going to have some defense for an Oracle anyway. I like that Trigger got a couple Stalkers out, even on a 1-gate. It's actually pretty good stuff. So with the shield battery, the Zealot should be okay. Even has the probe in position for Adepts. Geralt going with the probe out here for a little Scouter pylon from an Oracle. Trigger going into the natural, however. And Geralt, again, significantly delayed on his expand, but I think it's okay. He's going into a Twilight right away. Trigger just getting a second gate. Obviously can't afford a Twilight immediately. He's probably going to go for another Oracle at some point, but maybe not. He's probably being a little safe here just to make sure he has some energy for Stalkers. Ooh, he's actually going to catch a Stalker. That's pretty big. Oh no, the stasis ward's coming down. Geralt, oh, with a beautiful pull though. Only one probe in stasis, but Trigger does force a lot of lost mining time. Well, a little lost mining time. Good defense from Geralt. He even recalls just in case for the Oracle. I think that was a good play. Ooh, he almost got the Stalker a little bit, but one Stalker wouldn't do more than maybe get a little hull damage after that on that Oracle. Oracle coming back in, and oh, a little bit of pressure from the 3 Stalkers. Oracle is in trouble. Trigger has to be careful to keep that alive. He decided to skip a second Oracle, and he's going right into a Twilight and a Robo. Interesting. And another gate. Geralt just shop. Okay, he's going for a Robo as well. So, funnily enough, Trigger is dropping all of this stuff. He's getting the 3rd gate. He's got a Robo ahead of Geralt. So, he might go for an Immortal, but we'll see. No, he's going right for a 3rd base, too. Trigger leading on workers. Well, I mean, obviously, he had a natural earlier, but I think Trigger's playing a greedy style here. Went ahead, stay ahead on a base, I guess. But that being said, his army supply might falter a bit. No. Yeah, he's going to be leading in production. He's going for an Observer first. Maybe he's expecting some DTs from Geralt, which is not out of the realm of possibility. Geralt do like his DTs. One of the reasons I love this guy. All right, that being said, Geralt just going for third base. Still decent time third base for Geralt still. It's a little delayed, but not too bad. So he's still in it, obviously. Though he's going to have to be a little careful. I feel like Trigger... Oh, Trigger traded definitely a little better here. But still, Geralt forced out some things. Trigger going for a Warp Prism immediately. Oh no, that's Geralt. He has Blink a little earlier, but I don't hate the Warp Prism. He's getting his third Nexus, but he only has 4 gates. Not uncommon for this timing. That being said, Trigger going into a Forge. Not pumping out Big Daddy Immortal. And, ooh, the Stasis Ward could be big, though, if Geralt pushes up to this side. He does know there's an Oracle up, but might forget. Wait, Trigger's already going for a... You madman! That was not for scouting, guys. That was another 4th base, and there's going to be another Stasis Ward here. Oh, Geralt with the... That was big brain. He blinks 1 Stalker forward. He's anticipating a Stasis Ward. Oh, is Geralt going to eat this, though? No, he blinks another Stalker forward. A masterclass. Oh, sorry, Green. I don't have TTS on because of casting. I added the bot before, much behind it, but I'm sorry. I just don't like TTS on... I'll add it sometimes. When we're on a delay, it's kind of crazy, but I can add it back. I just forgot I took it off. Oh, man. This do be looking pretty good. And yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Alrighty. Stalker's kind of waddling out to the side, and still some pretty smart moves from Geralt. I think he's trading okay. Big Daddy Immortal is going to help this fight, but it's going to be targeted right away. Geralt is being very aggressive here. Trigger is forced to pull the boy. He's going to lose a couple. And Trigger taking a 4th base behind us. Something I like about Trigger, in any matchup, he can get so greedy so quick, but especially in PvP. He is Mr. Mass Expander. Neither player going into charge. I would have liked to see either of them going to charge, but Trigger is going to have a +1 advantage here in a second. Real A move, Mr. Green. I did see your message, though. Where is TTS? I'm going to see if I can add it. TTS is on. TTS is not working, so I am not wrong. TTS just not be working today for some reason. Maybe it'll come up like a minute later, which we've seen before. So I don't have it disabled. All right, that being said, we do have a Photon Cannon and a battery coming for Trigger. Geralt getting another gate. Oh, actually, Geralt's going into +1 and Immortal. Neither of them going to charge. All right. We've been seeing this a little more in PvP lately, honestly. A lot of Immortal play, which is interesting. All right, so... Well, Trigger not going right into +2 immediately. Geralt putting pressure on this 4th. He knows he's a base behind, but he is trying to get one on the other side. He's preventing Trigger from going on his side of the map, however. Everything's looking pretty even. So Geralt's just keeping pressure on, trying to get trades. And Trigger does have some units to defend on the other side even. But again, preventing the push is pretty big. Geralt doesn't have the upgrade yet. Trigger is going to start +2, so he's going to continue that lead on upgrades. 2 Immortals doing pretty well over here. However, Geralt has to be careful to keep them in the game. Battery overcharge is going to thwart Geralt's assault. He is behind in supply now. Also, I forgot to mention, we did lose the Warp Prism earlier. That was pretty good for Trigger. I love his observers. You can see where Trigger practiced with Nina a lot, honestly. One thing I have to say. I've been stylistically seeing it. Nina certainly did help. He's always been decent about things, but you can just see the improvement. But that was something stylistically for her. She's always pumping out observers. Trigger going into a Dark Shrine. Whoa, let's go. We got DTs. We got charge coming. We got +2 coming. Geralt going into +2 of his own. He's going to be quite behind, but at least he started it right away. Symptoms, how you doing? Raven. Everybody. Bear with me, I had to check on a message. Little adminning stuff. But this tournament do be flying by. Now we're starting to get the points, though, where, yeah, it's going to be a little wild. Incredible. Macro PvP that's not just... Honestly, I don't know about you guys. I don't find this to be a boring match at all. There's been a lot of action going on from the start. It's not really like right into Blink Stalker Disruptor either. But just a lot of forward aggression from Geralt. He's expanding on a 5th at the same time as Trigger. And the pressure he kept was pretty good. Big Daddy Immortal helping out a bit, but Trigger does have charge. With that +2 advantage, it's going to be pretty good. Not a lot of Zealots over here, though. And some are forced in the back. Trigger does have a Warp Prism. He's going to be a counter-aggressor now. Geralt is having a pretty good defense, though, with just Blink Stalkers. He is getting out some more Immortals. DT's coming into the mix. Does Geralt have any Observers? He has only one. Dark Templar are going to come in hot in his base while all the fighting's going on over here. And, yeah, I don't even know if he's going to realize it. Wait, is there another DT going somewhere? No, it's that one. GG, Trigger takes it. And a huge counter push. Very well done. Damn. I thought it was going pretty good for Geralt, all things considered. He was leading an army for a little bit, but that was pretty evenly matched. Pretty evenly matched. Definitely some good stuff. How you doing, Simpkin, by the way, if I didn't say it? Imagine you can smell stasis words, Geralt OP. I didn't see that message. That was good stuff. Did they agree no balls? No balls with 20? I think so. Anyway, that was a really well-played macro PvP. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo-Humanity. In the blue, give it up for Geralt. And his opponent in the upper left. He's red. Representing Basilisk Gaming, give it up for Trigger. We have a lot of really good... We had a lot of really good players today. Some not quite upsets. But even... You know, it's just unlucky for players sometimes. Some people are... You know, it could be late for them. You're a programmer. I used to be. Now I'm going to have to be getting back to it, Rigatron. I am absolutely crusty as hell. And, funnily enough, I'm having friendos help me look at the resume. That's what I'm going to be working on today, too. I am going to try to eke out the stream a bit after this for some ladder and shit, but... we might be doing some bullshit in line with it. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, that being said, it is going to be a 2-gate core coming down from both these guys. And again, just to take a look here. I should use my phone for this shit more often. It just sometimes challenges a bitch. This is one of the semifinal sides, guys. So both these guys have made it to semifinalist spots. The round of 8 is paid out. The round of 4 is paid out. And obviously the first and second place players. No, it's completely red. It is like 255 red on RGB, my shirt. Old man Dave may have to get back into his coding game hard. Some of the jobs I'm gonna be applying for here. I did always work in IT for not much time of my life here. So we are getting back soon, hopefully. Now, hopefully, we're getting back in something. Regardless. So that's why you guys have been seeing me quite a bit less lately. Forian, how you doing? Alright, Geralt again with the 4-stalker opener, which is a little late. I'm wondering why he doesn't change it up with a sentry sometimes, so you can at least get a little bit faster Nexus. Trigger going for a 2-gate this game as well. Realistically, though, kind of evens out. Trigger is going to be able to defend this, though. Geralt might not want to press too hard. He's going for more sentries this game. Yeah, I wouldn't take too much more hull damage if I were Geralt. He's going to have these 2 more stalkers to lead the front. Okay, he's getting in position. Does have to be careful, though. There is a shield battery. He's keeping the pressure on. Does get some hull damage on a sentry. Oh, nice force field. Oh, nice force field from Trigger. He's going to catch a stalker. All right, that being said, we will see what happens. We will see what happens. 2 adepts coming out. Are going to push across the map, and yeah. Alright, stalkers and sentries coming out. Blink on both sides. I hear all the jobs are in Pearl and Cobalt these days. Listen, man. You can still see a little bit of Pearl on web servers.
We're on probation.
Hey, Sniper, what's up, bud?
Deal, but, you know, I don't really want to go back to jail. And number 2 or 3 or whatever number we're on.
How you doing, Sniper? Yeah, I was a little disappointed. We're flying through this tournament. Usually we'd at least have more players buying us a little bit more time. And I didn't even have a series for a long time in this to start out the stream. So I will say it gets the points where normally if I had the time to advertise or was utilizing my time to I literally didn't have the time to advertise for this. We've been putting a lot of work in KSL, had some other things coming up, did some other tournaments, even was on other people's streams instead of my own. At a time that I really wouldn't have needed that time to be streaming, to be honest. But I'm surprised we don't have a good... I don't know, the last Dave Testa Open I had, we had about 56 people sign up, which was pretty impressive, and 36 check-ins. So that is ESL numbers. Alrighty. And yeah, we are going to push back here. Lots of aggression from both. Geralt behind on his 3rd base again. Trigger can't be allowed to get ahead here. He has that army supply advantage too. Damn. Okay, Geralt going into DTs this game. Let's heckin' go. Blink Stalkers into DTs. Trigger going for the +1 again. He's going into an Immortal. He's not rushing charges now. Geralt getting a Forge as well, which is a good move. And he's just now going to be finishing his 3rd base. So he's a little behind on workers. But he's hoping to catch some value with DTs. Trigger does have Observers, however. And I want to hate Geralt to take the war. Okay, he is going to do so. Good defense from Trigger. I think he anticipates this. He sees the War Prism. He's bringing an Observer back. 2 Adepts trying to shade to the side. Trigger may have even seen those shades go over. Geralt is going to shade. If he goes with... He might be able to find some pressure with the Adepts if he does it with DTs, which it looks like he's not going to be able to. Trigger even had this pylon to scout this out over here. Alright, that being said, how many Observers are out? Trigger with just 1 Observer, but it's enough if Geralt comes in from this side, which basically he can't really get some DTs out just yet. I mean, he can't anyway. The Dark Shrine isn't finished, but this could be very unlucky for Geralt. Most of the army of Trigger is pushing across the map, however. And there is no observer for this. Fourth base going down for Trigger. Geralt is going to warp in some DTs. But again, Trigger patrol pathing with this is huge. Geralt hopefully he's going to pay attention to his prism. Oh my god, I don't think he is. No, he's going to try to get in. He's going to drop a DT. He's going to drop all 3 DTs. Oh my god, that was huge. Trigger with the smart moves. Geralt going to make this into an Archon and be able to at least save the Archon. But that was incredible from Trigger. Not only did he get the hull damage, I think Geralt should have just retreated. He tried doing what he could. At least he got an Archon out of it. That said, Trigger's going to have a +1 advantage. Going into +2. He's going into charge. He's got Immortals. And there's only one single Archon. Geralt expanding at the 3 o'clock-ish position base. We'll see what happens. Oh, man. Nice cancellation on the Nexus and Pylon from Geralt. At least he cancels it right then. He's going to go try to take it at gold. I think it's safer to take it at gold most of the time. But in PvP, a lot of people will end up taking that side base, like both Trigger and Geralt, the 9 and 3. 9-ish, 3-ish, whatever. Oh, no. Trigger's going to go pounce on this. Geralt's going to be forced to cancel again. There's a lot of Immortals here, and with that +1, Geralt has to be careful. So many Immortals. The Guardian Shield even going to come in clutch. All right. Geralt getting some Archons of his own. He did follow up with charge. Trigger is going to have it faster, but Geralt has the Zealots. Zealots, good unit in this case. Can these Zealots morph in down here? They will. He's going to have to cancel this Nexus again, most likely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Okay, he's buying some time. That Nexus did take some hull damage, to say the least. And Trigger, just with this massive force, is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, no, the force fields. Yeah. Oh. Trigger's done a good job with these sentries this game. He's kept them alive this long. Still getting value. Damn, I don't think Geralt's going to be able to hold this. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this. He is going to be able to come behind if he needs to. Actually, he should probably start splitting up some of the army back here, because he could go for a little bit of a pincer attack. That's one thing about Trigger's position, but Trigger is just morphing in Stalkers. Zealot's going to come in the front. Archon is going to help out to kill the force fields. It does go down. Geralt trying desperately to find some damage. Chargelot's coming into the front, trying to chisel at Big Daddy Immortal. Geralt has some Immortals of his own, going to help against Triggers. Stalkers, but oh no. Geralt just doesn't have a lot of supply here. Trigger taking a 5th base behind this. Yeah, I don't see how Geralt does it. Does he? Trigger doesn't have an observer in this army, and I would have liked to seen some defensive DTs come out. He is really behind. It's 83 to 69 workers. Again, that 5th base coming down. Trigger going into an additional upgrade. He's going into +3. Geralt is going to have +2 pretty soon. He's trying to buy time, trying to find some value. There's an observer, by the way, so these DTs are not going to help out. That observer did find its way back, or was produced, actually, behind it. I believe it was. No, that's that original observer that saved the DT assault and the NAT. And, well, that was a kill. Oh my god, there were 2 Nexus kills. I didn't even think about that. And things are looking bleak for Geralt. He's trying to hang on, trying to get another game, trying to stay in this tournament. But you know what, folks? This is a lot of Trigger. And he is just decimating into this natural now. I don't think this is going to end well for Geralt, unfortunately. Damn! 99 to like 20 supply. Geralt's trying to hang on still. He loses the, oh my god, the robotics facility and the robotics bay before the bay was even completed. And I think this is going to be it here pretty soon. He's just getting some practice in. GG is called. Trigger does take it, but very well played. Hey, how you doing, Yuri? Hey, how you doing? And that's cool, Sniper. Thanks for stopping by. How are you, Yuri-san? Okay. GG's. Still, Geralt did make it to the semifinals, so not too chabby. Let's take a look at the bracket and see what we got going on. Max Pax versus Forjumi is going on right now. Try to go to EU. Unless they're just finishing up. There might be in a second game. Who knows? Those games took a little longer, so we'll see what happens. Otherwise, yeah, Trigger has made it to the finals yet again. Winner of... Sorry, guys. Each. Like a weird nose hair freaking bugging me. Feels old, man. Dave's got to do some cleanup here. I started to. I got to get hack into my beard and stuff when I'm doing job interviews and things like that. All right. Need to see. So basically, I'm waiting on this side. So winner of Max Pax and 4Juby goes on to fight Mixu. VGA move broken. I need to get the original A moved, Green.
Oh no, it has been A moved.
You're all right, Yuri? All right.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
Princeton University.
Princeton University. We're waiting for a bit, guys. Can't do much about it. Ah, 4Jumy streaming. I can catch this. So I'm gonna see where he's at because we're at the waiting point. We already have Trigger advancing to the finals. Congrats, your alt still did a good showing going to the semis. Yeah. Thank you. This sure is for Hopium. For Dave to get back in the nerd grind again, like I used to. Oh. All right, Max Pax. 4Jumy versus Max Pax. Or Doomy's got to be cursing me out that he got on Max Pax's side of the bracket. Yep, Max Pax is 1-0. Max Pax messaged me before I caught either one of them. I saw him before I saw 4Jumicus. My German nephew, 4Jumicus Maximus. I want to see some flaming from 4Jumy. We all like 4Jumy chat. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern in the blue. Give it up for Max Pax. And his opponent in the upper right. In the green, give it up for Forjumi. Honestly, I was gonna mess with the bracket a bit, guys. But the problem is I double-clicked the check-in before. And, yeah. Alright, got a 2 gate going down, 1 gate expand going before. Let's see what happens. The what the fuck is it called? The tasteless artilope, whatever the fuck. Got a chance to scout the probe. Tastalope. Damn, you'd think it was rocket science to say that shit. Wow. Okay, it's gonna be a 2 gate from Forjumi. Max Pax obviously going for his Max Pax 1 gate special. No proxy 2 gate forge from Forjumi this game. Yep. I am in the Z lobby now. We just had a 90-second delay this time. It is my tournament. I figured, what the hell, we're gonna keep it honorable and keep the delay on. Sometimes I've had them where we're midstream and just kept it with no delay because we were rolling hard, like the Psystorm Open. But nah, I think it's in this good spirit of competition. Now, I'm hoping for Forjumi to come back here. Looks like he might be going for Proxy Robo. Doesn't have another... Yeah, he's going right for the second pylon over there. So it is going to be Proxy Robo. It's Max Pax going for Scout. He's going to send an Adept right across the map. Forjumi is going to keep a probe here. Oh, no, it's Proxy Gate. So is he going to go 4 gate after all? That's the question. Going to be a Stargate for Max Pax, like usual. Ooh, nice catching the probe from Max Pax. Max Pax did save the probe, and Forjumi got rid of it. Wait, he's just going 3 gate? What is this? Alright, so the problem is Forjumi doesn't have a pylon in the back of his mineral line. He did just wall off. Is going to tip his hat. So an Oracle could actually get a lot of damage done here. I don't blame him for full walling. But he's not going to have a shield battery in time, more than likely. Max Pax is getting a Stalker out, though. He's a little bit of time. Void Ray coming. Max Pax knows this is going to be aggressive. So I guess there will be no Oracle. Max Pax went right on the defense. Is going to drop another shield battery, but a Void Ray is going to be pretty helpful here. That being said, Forjumi's Warp Gate's going to finish up here. Max Pax skipped Warp Gate altogether to get a fast as shit Void Ray. And maybe some photon cannons. Adept's going to scout the proxy, and it's taking some damage, but is going to escape back. Yep, first Void Ray is out in the front. So we got an Adept, a Stalker, and a Void Ray with 2 shields. We got a photon cannon coming down the front. Very Arctosis pylon, however. And it's not quite enough Stalkers to fully deal with this. Oh, Forjumi, the nice micro against the prismatic alignment. Still, he doesn't want to overextend into these batteries. He's going to chisel at the core. He's going to chisel at everything. He's going to take out the photon cannon. Max Pax cancels at the last second. Void Ray taking a lot of hull damage now, and Prismatic's not available. However, guess what? Void Ray number 2 going to come. The photon cannon is going to finish, and Forjumi's starting to lose some Stalkers. Yeah, Forjumi's the only one really losing stuff here, but he's keeping some good pressure on. He's not dead just yet, but that's the problem when you're, you're 4-gating. If you get caught out, Max Pax literally did everything to cut corners to get a Void Ray out, to get some photon cannons out. That's why he dropped the Forge GG, and Max Pax takes it. Alright, Max Pax has advanced to fight Mixu. Alright. Forjumi did a good job, but I think that was just a matter of Max Packs sniffing it out. He got a good scout and everything else. All right, so let's see here. Max Packs versus Mixu. All right, so we are going to be on to Max Packs versus Mixu. Kappa, thank you. Guys, please use those Matcherino codes. Let's see how we're doing. All you have to do is click claim code and ads. 25 cents. We have 30 codes remaining. Please and thank you. I want to see every one of those codes used in the next week, but hopefully we get a lot of them used today. All right. All right, all right, all right. We got Mixu and Max Packs coming up. Or Forjumi. I really wanted Forjumi on the other side because I'm like, well, if things end up as they are. Yeah, true, Fubika. To be honest, that's the thing, though. I've seen him lose games from getting 4-gated. I've seen, at the same time, players like Geralt, even Trigger, too, just on a standard 2-gate expand, still do okay. Problem is, against a lot of 1-gate expand plays, you're allowing your opponent to get really ahead really early. Yeah, if you can't block it. I don't hate the idea to 4-gate it still, even with Max Packs. We've seen him go down to 4 gates. But that was just... You're not wrong. He's been doing it lately because... Well, you know. That just be how it be. Alrighty. But this is a cool one. I've not seen Mixu and Max Packs in semifinals in one of my tournaments, so good outcome. And winner goes on to fight Trigger in a best-of-5 finals. Very good stuff. Thank you, Splurch. I'm finally waking up, though. I felt bad from how we started out a little slow. I'm still a little congested and shit, but we are making our way through it. I'm hoping it is not too glitchy today. True, exactly. Click the button or else the cats get no tuna. True. Help feed my kitties. Help Dave out. This one I'm going to have to be scratching by. To be honest, guys, as much as I have to do work to get back to work, I'm still going to have to somehow stream again this week more because last week I made some poor decisions on what I decided to hop into, as good as it was, or everything. Also, we're looking a little low on subs here. Anybody got a prime sub around? Or anything? Want to help out the Dave? Do appreciate it. Sadly, my stream time will go down, but that being said, this week, I'm going to test it out. I do be grinding it, no matter what, but even with this change, I'm going to try to. I'm definitely shuffling priorities, but that being said, we're going to be changing up my format on how I do things. So, if days seem too slow, Dave is not going to stream as much for sure. When I have other things to do. It just be how it be. This is how I've been kind of living and behind. So, right now especially is a tough time. I'm allowed to be tired. It's okay. All right, guys. First game, MaxPax versus Mixu. Coming on up. We got a PVZ. No TVTs today? I don't know. This is a different day for a tournament nonetheless. Again, usually why I hope for more signups is my tournaments are usually over pretty quickly. I think the longest we've had one was 5-6 hours once. But they're usually over in like 2.5 to at most 4 hours. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood. Give it up for MaxPax in the blue. And he is going for 1 gate expand. Obviously, it is PVZ. And his opponent in the upper right. Give it up for Mixu in the red. MaxPax is going for that hatch block, is what I was getting at.
Am I? Or am I so
Babuka.
sick that you just blew your mind?
Thank you very much.
Cubica24 just subscribed.
You freaking legend. And also, if you guys want to do something, support KSL. I got to make it the command KSL. Anybody that has a few bucks and is interested in helping save Korean StarCraft, we are crushing it on the patrons. I gotta say, we have basically most of the community interested in casting, interested in making YouTube content on it. All the players you can think of are starting to get in it. Europeans, Americans, you can play in it too, but it's on Korean servers. Sniper, I gotta see what that is after. Oh man. Alright. He did force a third hatch. Well, MaxPax did. And he's going for a 20 Nexus, 20 core. Curious to see the build this game. MaxPax isn't always big on going Stargate every game. A lot of guys always opening Stargate no matter what, pretty much. It's possible we'll see a Twilight. Some of it's knowing your opponent as well, though. So he likes resonating glaives and DTs and all sorts of stuff, so see what happens. Honestly, if Mixu beat MaxPax, as much as MaxPax knows how much I love the kid, I would be quite impressed. Mixu played very well against Nicarak before. So that said, I feel like he's in good form today. So even if I'm buddies with these guys, just like you guys, I like my upsets. MaxPax, I don't think is going Stargate. Could be wrong. Well, no, he's getting that gas bank. He's going for, no, he is going for a Twilight Council. Metabolic boost being researched from our Zerg player. Doesn't quite have a third hatch just yet. He's going metabolic before third. Pretty standard stuff these days. Is going to probably take it just now. Yes, he is. Delays our hatch a bit, but in ZVP, it's a very common opener. But he is going to have to get a scout. Ooh, Overlord is not on the pervert pillar. Mixu. Oh, he's going to go back. He's going to find the pervert pillar after all. Adept is possibly going to get some... He's going to probably get a worker or two. Oh, no. Yeah, he is going to get 2 drones. Nice catch from MaxPax. Still decent defense from Mixu, but he got caught a little out of position with that Adept. MaxPax did lose it, but still 2 drones is not a bad catch right off the rip. MaxPax is ahead on workers right now, but it's pretty common, especially this opener. It is going to be DT Archon. MaxPax going for a DT Archon build this game. And, you know, The Protoss bias is real, Kappa. I don't know. It's for any of these guys. Max Pax is just a phenomenal player. Fucking Skittu. Imagine being a legend like Skittu, supporting StarCraft as much as he does, and flaming Dave non-stop. He fit right into the community. He's one of the more flamer of Dave degens. You know? Okay, I like the Roach Warren. That was actually a really good decision from Mixu. He got a decent read on this, but he's going to need some spores. I think he thinks this is resonating glaives. Oh, no, Mixu, no, not like this. He's got to drop the spores. He didn't. Okay, he is dropping the spores, but it's going to be a little late. The Dark Shrine's finishing up. This is Max Pax's classic. I think you got to read on it after. Jabate. He makes him think it's a... He does make him think that it is resonating glaive adepts, but it's DTs. Spores are going to finish here pretty soon, though. Is Max Pax going to find a lot of value? I don't think so. No roaches out yet. A layer on the way. Adepts being annoying. Still, that being said, there's a lot of queens down here. Max Pax decides to go to the third. There's no overseers out yet. The layer's on the way. Roaches coming down. He needs some roachy boys for this. Lings are not the greatest against DTs. It can be alright against depths, obviously. You can get a good surround. A nice surround on the DTs, however. Queen's coming in to try to help hold. And Max Pax with a sick Warp Prism micro. That being said, Mixer's got some pretty good defense after all. He timed it just right. He caught on a little late, and he is going to defend. Adepts on the high ground. Very smart from Mixu. He's going to cancel the shade, so he's going to have one Adept come hit this. There is going to be a Queen coming up. I don't think he has any high ground vision. Queen's coming up to give him some. DT's hitting the Queen. Oh my god, look at that Queen getting kind of body blocked. Max Pax microing everywhere with just a few units. Adepts and DTs for days. Two Queens coming in. 9 drones fall, but Mixu is holding. Max Pax did retain the third. Mixu tried getting some good pressure over there with some Lings. Does not do so. Good catch by Mixu on that Adept, however. So Mixu did lose a lot of workers. He's going into double gas behind this. He wants to pump out roaches. He's going into Glial Reconstitution. He has some for defense. But Max Pax is taking a bit of a lead. He found the damage to delay the Zorg. That said, Mixu's still getting a decent 4th base. Considering what happened, a 6-minute 4th is not that bad. Just a 30-second delay from normal. The fact that he held is more impressive. He did a pretty smart response either way. Even with the delayed spores, he still got them up in a good time. All right, anyway, with that being said, we got Lings and Roaches pushing across. And, yeah. Max Pax still out with the Warp Prism. Where is it? I heard it. I don't know. Observer coming out. Max Pax going into Blink Stalkers, getting an Archon out, getting +1. He's going into a Robo Bay. And I think he might go into Blink Stalker Colossus, knowing Max Pax. We've been seeing that lately. As a follow-up from him. Symptoms. Jeez. Alright, we have the Archon follow-up from Maximus Paximus. Mixu not with a lot of army. He's got mostly Lings, and Archons are pretty good against Lings. He's going to take the Roaches, push him forward. And with that Warp Prism, look at that micro from Max Pax. Again, Mixu's still doing a pretty good job, though. He is catching up on drones. He's at 75. He might even try to sneak out a cheeky 5th base. But there it is, the Colossi coming out. Extended Thermal Lance on the way. It's going to be Blink Stalker, Colossi. +1 finishing for Max Pax pretty soon. We are going into +1 melee for Mixu. Honestly, for this, I wouldn't hate ranged attacks. But he is going to go for Baneling Nest, and it's a pretty common style to play either way. So if he went into +1 range behind it, might not be bad. He's probably going to go into +2 melee. And that said, the layer being done means he's going to be able to get centrifugal hooks. All right. Max Pax going for a pretty big push. Mixu does have a lot of army supply, but it is just got his first Ravager. It's basically mostly Roaches, just some Lings. He has a Baneling Nest coming up, but Colossi are going to be good against some of this. The Stalkers against the Roaches with the +1 pretty good. All right, is he going to catch these Archons? It looks like one of the Archons may fall. Max Pax is going to hold some of this. The Colossi. Oh, beautiful Warp Prism micro. Blink is done, so this is going to be the issue. He is off creep. Mixu's going to have trouble fighting that. Max Pax might run his heart out a little bit, but Mixu does get some hull damage. Both Archons. He gets some hull damage on a Colossi, rather. Some Archons. It does trade out a little bit okay. Still, Max Pax in kind of a scary position. Mixu has a big army supply, however. It is mostly Roach Rav. Ravager's going to scare this back a bit. Mixu's got to hold on to this. He isn't able to... Yeah, he wasn't able to get a 5th base. I don't hate that he stopped droning, but a macro hatch even or something would have been good. But Max Pax was just so aggressive with so few units. And I think this 4th hatch might be going down. Biles do miss the Warp Prism. Honestly, if he got that Warp Prism, I think that could have been okay, but GG, Max Pax just hit it on a very good timing. Very sick stuff. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Very, very good.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow, Swanky Bigfoot. Swear to God, I feel like Mo Sizlak on The Simpsons sometimes when I read Twitch chat names and I'm calling them off. From The Simpsons. With all the prank phone calls. Alrighty. We have another game coming up. Again, winner goes on to fight Trigger. Can Mixu give us a PVZ finals? Can he take Max Pax down? And even if it is a Max Pax Trigger finals, we have the question, is Max Pax or Trigger going to win? Trigger's been usually crushing my tournaments. In honor of Dan Mako. He fights extra hard. Oh, man. This week I feel really bad that we didn't get, again, a lot of reminders to players. Usually I'm throwing links out in Discords everywhere. I'm spamming it everywhere. Got it on my stream. I cut down my stream time a lot from a lot of reasons. But yeah. All right, anyway, spawning in the bottom right corner of Dragon Scales in the blue. Give it up for Max Pax. And his opponent in the upper left. He's red. Give it up for Mixu. Alrighty, let's see what happens here. Low ground final out from Max Pax. He's not going to do any cannon rushing or anything. We're pretty confident of that in Max Pax now. The Max Pax of old, when he was a younger guy, he's still a young guy, but he used to be a little cheekier. Where I wouldn't be surprised to see some cannon rush proxy action, but that's not going to be the case. Swanky Bigfoot, that's pretty funny. Alright, nice hatch block again from Max Pax. This guy, I'm curious to see what Mixu's got. Still, he played pretty well. Even with a little bit later spores, he held the DTs a bit. Max Pax coming in with the Adepts and DTs, though, was quite annoying. And taking that high ground position on over the 3rd base, he was basically hitting from 3 points of pressure. Though Mixu did defend the DT aspect pretty well. Or Adepts, a couple of DTs out in Warp Prism. But still, at the end of the day, the counter timing was just too good. I'm looking for Amanda. Amanda Hug and Kiss. Is there Amanda Hug and Kiss in here? Good job, Taco Sauce. I got a call for an alcoholic. Alright, double gas going down for Max. And we'll see what happens from here. Mixu is going to take the natural. And we'll see what we got going on. Not so sure. Here we go. The copy pasta starting. Symptoms trying to get it going like last night. We had a bunch. Well, I had a lot of people flaming people last night in my chat, too. I think Max Pax may be going for a Twilight again, but yeah, it is going to be the case. It is cool to see it, though. We have some diversity from pretty much anybody in it, but I really don't hate Twilight openers. Max Pax may go for DTs again. I've seen him do it. But we'll see what happens. Could be Resonating Glaives this time. Could be something cheekier. Could be something cheekier. With the Robo going down right now, I think this is going to be DTs again. I think we're going to see a DT Archon again. Maxpax is starting to play like my buddy Hydra. Right? Hydra's always been big in DT Archon and PvZ. And, well, to my GM friends that are watching that are a little lower. Oh my god, what's going on here? Maxpax making a little bit of mistakes. It's okay. It is going to be DTs again. The second hatch is coming. Wow, is he going to debate him? It worked last game. He's going to go for it again. Let's heckin' go. We're getting DTs again, folks. Let's fucking go. If Mixu is, Mixu might be a little debated this time if he sees the Adepts. He's going to be like, there's no way he's going to go DTs again. Or is he? Still, he's getting that Roach Warren down, though. He knows it's Twilight. He's pretty confident it's Twilight. Rather. Not 100% confirmation. Does he get a fourth hatch behind us after? We'll see, but hopefully he drops those spores. He is going to pressure the third base. The two Adepts going to cause a little bit of a problem. Is he going to scout this Prism? The Ling's backed off a little bit in time. Prism is scouted. All right, so we do have some spores dropping now. A little earlier than last time. This map is going to allow the Warp Prism to get there a little bit faster, I believe. But that being said, 2 spores at least finished. None in the main. I like that he has them in the Nat in the third, actually. But yeah, hopefully we see another one. No layer just yet. Some Roaches are already out. Some Queens body blocking. Oh, but the one Queen going down immediately. I think we might see a loss of a Roach, too. Well, these DTs are getting a lot more work than killing some Lings. Nothing to defend the third, though. Just a singular Roach. Creep spread does help out a bit. Another Spore coming down in the main base. Maxpax catching little trades here and there. Mixu probably not wanting to risk a fourth, but I wouldn't hate if he took Triangle fourth. Just saying. That being said, why he's not. This War Prism's going over here. I don't think he's going to rush that. Only a Queen to defend in the main base. Realistically, if not, I wouldn't have hated Mixu to go for some, you know, 60, 66 drone push. Against DTs can be pretty powerful. But Maxpax already going into a Robo Bay, going into Blink again. We're seeing a lot like the previous game. Mixu is getting his lair, going into +1. I think it really... That would have been Mixu's thing. Just go for a big Roach timing. Maxpax doing a good job clearing up some creep. He is going to try to aggress this. Lair is going to finish up, so we should see an Overseer pretty soon. We are going to go right into a Baneling Nest. No Overseers in production just yet. Okay, there it is. Yeah, Mixu knows. That being said, Maxpax has that 3-base saturation. He's going to start pumping out Colossi, pumping out +1, pumping out Blink, and dropping more production. So I believe it's 8-gate. No, it's going to be 6-gate for now. Oh, there you go, 7. Usually 8-gate follow-up for Blink Stalkers. And Maxpax just now going to make 2 Archons. Oh, score is still 2-0. Yep, sorry about that, guys. Maxpax did take game number 1. I do apologize. Thank you, Poriforion. Yeah, it was Maxpax before. And again, sorry about that. Max going for a 4th base behind this. Eventually, he's at least posturing for one. I don't think he's going to need one again. It's looking a little rough for Mixu. He's doing the same thing. Glial Reconstitution and +1 going to finish up pretty similarly. The Archon's going to go put some pressure on 4th hatch. Finishes for Mixu. He's again on 75 workers, but he's going to have to do something. I think he just wants to pump out army repeatedly. Overlord going down is a little rough for Mixu too, though. It does have 3 more in production. The Archon's trying to push their way. Oh, no. Okay, gets the Observer. I guess the Observer's something. 4th base going down for Maxpax. Like I was saying, he did get a 7-minute forward, more or less. So... it's about as good as you can do a DT Archon. I mean, he could have tried to cheekily get into the main and try to snipe the layer. Layer actually was in the main in this case. Usually people just put pressures in the side. All hail Maximus Maximus. I will say, though, I love Mixu. I wish I got to see him more. I got a scout of him in Atlanta. That's about it. Biles do hit one of the Colossi. Do kind of injure one of the Stalkers, but it should regen shields if we don't see too much aggression. Mixu going for a Baneling bust. I like this. There's going to be centrifugal hooks. The defensive DT and some charge lots will probably go down with the Baneling hits. All right. Big push from MaxPax. The Baneling bust is going to catch some workers, but one of them only catches, not two. So MaxPax is going to retain those. Baneling's coming out for Mixu, but beautiful force field. MaxPax made a smart move getting sentries this game. Corrosive Bile is going to kill some of the force fields. MaxPax doesn't have the biggest supply, but he's still got some powerful units here in the push, and he is going into +2. Does have that +1 advantage in part of it. MaxPax microing those Colossi back. Baneling's not getting really any connections, and that would have been huge on the Colossi. That would have been enough to definitely take care of one and really injure the other if it not take care of both. Good push from Mixu. Mixu, can you take it? Mixu's being very pressuring over here. I wouldn't hate to see. It's hard for him to do all this, but a 5th base behind this would be good if he can get some damage. He is going to trade out all his units. Pump them all out. He does have the money for it, but he wants to make sure he can keep an army because MaxPax did trade out very efficiently there. That being said, somewhere a couple drones fell in that. +2 going to finish up for MaxPax. We do have +2 on the way for melee for Mixu, but this hatch is looking in trouble. Mixu really is in a rough spot here. Imagine Protoss. Imagine MaxPax. Honestly, I hope Trigger got a whiff of this game. GG. Damn, Mixu's still well played. He made it to the semifinals. We have a Trigger MaxPax finals. I think we're going to do server alternation. I didn't have that in the rules, but I think I might start that out. I'm going to ask them if that's fair, because we had a mistake earlier. I kind of went along with it before, from how things were mentioned. So it is a Trigger MaxPax finals. Dude, Mixu's macro is really good. And I think it's just kind of how he goes against that comp. Going the +1 into +2 with centrifugal hooks is good against Stargate openers into Blink Stalkers. I feel like, but like the same time, if you're going against Twilight play, you have that transition into Robo. It's the Colossi that really make the difference against the Lingbane. So even though there's a lot of roaches, I would have rather seen +1 ranged attacks. Sometimes you see a cheeky double Evo build where you have ranged and melee. But it is what it is.
Decent.
So we have a MaxPax versus Trigger. And I'm going to underscore. I'm going to make the T lowercase or Trigger's going to be mad at me. Just by the thought. It's going to affect him even if from not looking at it. He mauled it a few times when I've capitalized his T. All right, let's see. MaxPax probably like, Dave, where are you? Where is Trigger? Is he probably in a ladder game knowing Trigger? Wait. Let me go over and kind of find MaxPax. Maybe he just was taking a break. Let me find Mr. Trigger. Ah, I'm playing jump around the servers. Still, I hope Mixu's happy, at least making it into the semis. Poor Forjumi got bullied. Nicarac trying some spicy builds out. I do like that. At least game number 1 was definitely a spicy one. Usually don't see anybody overcommitting to, you know, some of it. I just poked Discord, trigger in Discord. Underscore. Here we go. We got him. And yet another Trigger Max Packs Finals. Why does that? We could have like 60 people play it. I feel like we get this a lot. Actually, the last tournament we have, I am wrong. It was not Max Packs and Trigger. It was, I believe it was Spirit. It was Spirit and Trigger in the first and second to last one. I don't think Max Packs played that week. And I bet you these guys had a sigh of relief that Cure didn't sign up, or Cure didn't end up checking in. Cure signed up today, but was unable to play. Was unable to play. All right. All right, here we go. We got a lobby. This is the finals. Again, guys, please use those Matcherino codes. Let's take a look at how we're doing. There's a good amount of you here, so we're at 28 out of 50. You guys can do it. All you have to do is click claim code. You can do the sponsor quest too if you... I see some of you maybe have done it. We have some surveys you could do. You can do an email submission. There is... You can follow OSC Elite, which I'm a partnered tournament with OSC. Just by following them, we do appreciate that from Matcherino. That had 20 cents, but just clicking claim code makes you a damn legend. All right. All right. And we have a game coming up. Sorry, I just forgot to do something here separately, but had to post a VOD from the Ukraine Cup, and now we got it. All right, here we go. Anyway, it is actually a best of 5 spawning in the upper left-hand corner. Representing Psystorm Gaming in the red. Give it up for Max Packs. And his opponent in the lower right, representing Basilisk Gaming. Give it up for Trigger in the blue. All right. Here we go. Alrighty. It is going to be a high ground from Trigger. He's going probably double gate. Max Pack's going for 1 gate, but Trigger can go either way. I'm surprised Max... Very rarely do we see him 2 gate. But I'm surprised he doesn't throw people off every so often with it. He just feels so confident in his 1 gate expands. But again, against Trigger, this could go either way. Trigger has been playing pretty good against this. These guys usually give us a banger of a series, though. Number 1 NA Protoss against number 1 EU Protoss. That's exactly what's going on right now. You're welcome, Sniper. I probably should have waited between the next series, but just do my channel / videos if you give those guys a link. Alrighty. Just on here. I mean, if you want it right now, but it is exporting on YouTube. Alright. I'll update the title later, but yeah. Alright, just going to be a Stargate follow-up from Max Packs. As usual opener, but it is going to go uncontested. Trigger with the proxy Twilight in his triangle third. Let's go, Trigger. He is going for now 2-gate blink, but is he going to go for a proxy? I think he is just going 2-gate blink as an opener, then hoping to expand it. 1 adept going across the map for Max Packs. Trigger doesn't have anything in the wall. He is going to 4-gate. He's got at least 3 gates here. He's going to proxy it. Man, this is cool. It could be 3-gate blink, but Trigger is probably going to proxy something. Is he going to proxy? Yeah, he's going blink. Very cool stuff from Trigger. The mind games are real. The proxy right in his net. Awesome. Let's hack and go. Yeah, Demos, what's up? Demos, I'm sorry I didn't hit you up before. I got up a little later than I hoped. I was like half an hour before this tournament started. So we were pretty out of it. Probe's gonna be scouted with the proxy. It's an oh shit, you found my proxy moment. For Trigger. That being said, Max Packs isn't really going to deviate much. He's already set up for it. He went right into Void Ray. I sniffed out the fact that he's proxied, but Trigger will have a little bit of a surprise with Blink. Honestly, if Trigger gets a Sentry, he's an opportunity to go get some probe kills in the main and disjoint Max Packs. How you doing, Vampire Creations? And Dude. And Demos. You legend. I like that Max Packs has a probe for scouting this. I really like the blink out of Trigger, though. Trigger is getting under Max Pack skin. If you notice, Max Packs actually... he actually did kind of go for the stalkers on the side, and it exposed his net. But again, he's got the photon cannon. He's got the void ray. It seems like Max Packs is adjusting this because the battery overcharge nerf. He certainly adjusted his build a little bit. Adding in the photon cannons fast. He would add some in the past, but not as much. See, a blink makes this so much better, the 4-gate. Still, Max Pack's so good against this. And the fact that he's just using a probe and patrol path to guard the main base, or at least scout it, is pretty good. Void Rays do be a little faster. Trigger going out of position. Max Pack's not really reacting. Okay. No, they're just doing a little dance. It's the safety dance. Based Oberoth, what's up? How you doing, broski? You're napping? Good stuff. Mamma mia. All right. Gas going down. And Stalker's getting a lot of pressure on here. There's a lot of Blink Stalkers, though. Trigger at 40 army supply. Max Pack still with shield batteries. Battery overcharge available over here. He's got a lot of static. He's got cannons, but only one pylon. Oh, one of the Void Rays gets sniped. That's so many Stalkers, but battery overcharge gonna help Max Packs clean up a few of the Stalkers. Trigger warping in some more Stalkers on the other side. He is very committed on one base, and I do believe he lost his probe. He could have technically expanded behind it too, but I don't hate in this case that he's doing this. He's getting a lot of probe damage, taking the fight in the statics a little rough because he's starting to take some hull damage and more of these Stalkers. But that being said, he's going to aggress in the main rather than the net. Oh, he's going to go back. Max Pax is debated. And now there's going to be Big Daddy Immortal coming out. That's where it gets scarier for Trigger. The Void Ray is not as much. Battery overcharge is on cooldown. And, yeah. The cannons and the Immortal is going to be more of a problem. Max Pax is actually on lower workers than Trigger. And damn, is Trigger going to take this game? Army supply massively in favor of Max Pax. Or, sorry, of Trigger. But Max Pax has these power units. Trigger even killed that gas. Max Pax is only mining on one gas and building nothing but Immortals. Is trying to get some workers out. Still more Stalkers coming into the fight. Honestly, Trigger is done incredible. Max Pax is definitely looking at the losing foot in this game. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Trigger giving us a masterclass on Proxy 4-gate with a blink. That was so cool, but the location of the blink, that was extra cheeky. I love that it was in his triangle third. Oh, that's just enough. GG and Trigger takes game number 1. The best NA Protoss versus the best EU Protoss, arguably, Max Pax. Especially in the PvP realm. Very cool shit. We're seeing our boy Trigger take game number 1. God tooted today. Talked to someone today who is unvaxxed because they didn't like being forced to do it anyway. The reason I was talking to them was they just died. Damn, Thorn, I was not expecting that from you in chat. That's pretty funny. Thorn coming in hot today. How you doing, Thorn? Thorn, I was gonna DM you, but I didn't want to like wake you up because I had trouble sleeping last night. I was up late because my hours, whatever, but I really had trouble sleeping anyway. I would have been fine. I was just too tired to when it was earlier. But I was gonna say something about something I noticed in the Psystorm Discord. All right. Anyway, here we are, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, down a point. Representing Psystorm Gaming in the red, give it up for Max Pax. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Basilisk Gaming, he is up a point. Mr. Canadian, Trigger. Mr. Canadian versus the Prince of Denmark. And this do be a banger. Max Pax going for 1-gate. Trigger going for a 2-gate again. I wonder if he's going to proxy again or if he's just going to play it out in a macro 2-gate game. Damn. Trigger just keeps improving, guys. I gotta say. You think Neeb? Well, Neeb is... I'm not gonna lie, Neeb still is. Neeb may be retired. I don't know if you saw the news, Poriforion. Neeb did retire, but still. Estrella may have something to say about that. No, I'm sorry. Estrella may have something to say about that. In this matchup, though, I would say Trigger would probably be a little favored in PvP with MaxPax. And I'm just going based on statistics. And you guys aren't wrong about that. When I say best... Yeah, honestly, MaxPax has been losing a lot more. He used to be the GOAT of PvP. But I am not insulting him, but overall, he'd done well. And I think this has been since the battery overcharge nerf. Is why one gate expands are kind of falling off, if you notice, in a lot of players. So when you guys say that, it's not a bias to Trigger. Trigger is #1 on the NA ladder, I should say. We've still seen MaxPax make it into the finals on EU EPTs. Actually, in NA EPTs, too. But when I say that, it's not trying to be biased in that regard. What is... Trigger's going for another proxy. He's going for a double proxy 4-gate? He's going for a 4-gate to the face. To the face. MaxPax going for the Stargate just now. It's not a Stargate first. It is a double 4-gate proxy. Okay. Okay, I like it. So guys, just to correct myself there, that's all I was talking about. I'm not saying that Trigger is the best NA Protoss. I think Estrella and he is #1 on the ladder. He's been there. He's been pretty much holding it there for a bit. And he does it quite more frequently. You can't argue that the kid's improving a ton. Neeb, retired or not, is still goated. Let's be real. Estrella, I think he is just so creative, and he's just an exceptional Protoss player. He is our best. He's our best active NA Protoss. But Trigger he's pushing up there. But even in the last patch, we've seen Trigger beat MaxPax a few times. Last year in 2022. Spam this tomb to help out Ewan. Thanks, M. Oh, Pori. Yeah, Neeb is one of my favorite Protoss players of all time. He's like up there with SOS. I mean, the guy destroyed in Kespa, let's be real. When's an NA player done that? Back in the day. Oof. All right. Trigger not going for Blink this game. But he went for a very cheeky proxy 4-gate. Right to the face. Oh my god, is he doing it again? Is he doing it again? GG. Trigger. Up another point. Stats is ranked #3. Yeah, we need Stats and KSL. Stats is coming back, but I haven't seen him on. Well, that's a funny thing, Poriforion. We have seen MaxPax go down a Trigger in macro games. I can say it's happened at least twice. I can't remember how many times. It's not as many as you'd think, but we have seen a lot of MaxPax and Trigger games in my tournaments. The Chicken Man Testa opens. It's definitely happened a few times. I'd have to check. Aligulac has it, I'm sure, right off the rip. Let's actually take a look. fuck? I don't know. Records, history, all teams. Where the fuck is it? I forgot. I'm just drawing a blank right now because we're midway into the finals. We'll check it out after. Oh, dude. Yeah. Innovation is back. I will say he's in the KSL Discord. I got to get that linked up for you guys. So after I'm going to lose a delay, I'm going to keep the stream going. I am going to have to take a little bit of a break for just a few. But we are going on. He is up 2 points and spawning in the upper right, representing Basilisk Gaming in the red. The scary team with it is Trigger. And another scary team in the bottom left. This time sported blue trunks again. Give it up for MaxPax, representing Psystorm Gaming. Kind of fumbling here just because I was kind of derping on a Ligulac too. Yeah, we got some blasts. I'm hoping TY doesn't just stick to Brood War. Like, there was talks of some of these guys' stats and TY more going into Brood War. But I really hope we get stats in. That would be so cool. I'm sure he will. Well, if this gets kicking off, I'm hoping it's a rough time for Koreans. In some ways, just because it's Friday. Players-wise, I think they're all looking forward to it for the most part, from what I gather. And we're kicking some ass on the Patreon. The Mana Chickens and I putting it on with the help of our first big donors, Mr. Skatu and Vlad and Chad Mandu coming in. We got some other big donors here. I gotta find the person's name. We had another $250 patron. So it should be exciting. We already have somebody putting in money on the Matcherino, so I'm gonna get that information for you guys after when we lose the delay. We go into a regular Dave stream. Oh, well. This is going to become a regular Dave stream, as I'm mostly going to be doing tournaments. Did I get a lot of snow this week? Yeah, we had 2 storms this week. Vampire Creations, how about you? Alright, it's going to be the 1 gate versus 1 gate this game. Trigger gets the Nexus first. MaxPax going for Stargate before. Because Trigger did get a little bit of harass, but I think that might have been reactionary as well. So Trigger is going for a gentleman's game. It's 1 gate versus 1 gate. MaxPax with a little bit delayed Nexus. I think that wasn't just out of safety. He scouted the Nexus, obviously. I think he did it for a reason. Oh, Trigger. Hoping to get a cheeky pylon here, but MaxPax scouts it. Adept is going to try to kill the probe. No, he's going to shade across the map. MaxPax did scout this. Trigger does have to be careful of that probe. It does have some hull damage. That being said, he is going to need a shield battery. He knows there's an Oracle coming. And he lets the pylon finish. He's hoping to get a warp in over there. Trigger going for a 2-gate. He's walling off. He full walled with a 2-gate. Interesting. And we got Ring Around the Rosies going on with a Zealot full of posies and the probe. And Trigger's base. MaxPax is just... Is he actually microing this? No, he's just patrol pathing it. Pretty funny stuff. Oracle going out from MaxPax. There is a shield battery there. There's going to be a couple stalkers. They're actually going to hide behind this. Trigger's waiting for Blink, I think. A Zealot and a Adept pushing on this wall, but... MaxPax isn't going to be able to do much with that. He's just kind of being annoying. Trying to get some value with the Oracle, and oh, that Stasis Ward's going down. MaxPax. It's all reliant on this game. Probe does fall. We'll see what happens. Another oh no, he's going with a Void Ray. So, what would be cool to see is the opposite. You guys are going to laugh. It does sound dumb. But a proxy coming up with a shield battery and a barracks. I can't believe I just said a fucking barracks, guys. Yeah, Thorn, the ITX. We actually postponed the KSL from starting this week because of the ITX tournament. That was part of it, but actually it was smart because it gave us time to prepare more and get some things together. We're gonna have some new official logos. We got some good stuff. We have more work. We have a few graphics people on it. Wow, I feel like I'm just starting out now, even though we were getting warmed up here for a bit compared to how I started. But anyway, Oracle's still trying to get some harass. Does take a lot of hull damage, and yeah, that's going to be it. Trigger, oh no, MaxPack's going for a Dark Shrine. Let's go. This is full walled. MaxPack doesn't have a Robo behind this, though. So DT's more so for the fact that he's anticipating no Robo, but Trigger does have the Robo out, and he's usually pretty good about building an Observer. The Stargate and the DTs could be a very troublesome play, but knowing Trigger, he's probably going to get an Observer. MaxPax is getting his third base, however, so not on 2 base all in per se, but it's very likely from Trigger. Trigger's going to rebuild the gate. It's just a lot of 2 base pressure, at least. Trigger usually likes to play really greedy, but in this situation, not so much. He did have his Nexus up faster than MaxPax, and he's going to have a lot of units. But that being said, we'll see. I love how Trigger just kind of stared down that Adept like, bruh, you're not coming down here. Trigger trying to get a third, but that Adept will probably kill this probe. Trigger just committing. He's going full send. We got 2 DTs warping in somewhere at the proxy from MaxPack. So now that that wall has been breached, there is going to be an Observer out. There are a couple. Trigger's going to have some defense here. MaxPack's really going to need to defend on this front, but the army supply's looking pretty even. He's got the Oracle, he's got the Void Ray, he's got some Stalkers, he's going into a Robo. But that being said, DT's, well, trying to get some damage, getting a couple workers, the Observer's out of place. There is one there. The Adept denying the third of Trigger. Trigger going to be very aggressive here. Stasis Ward is kind of cheeky from MaxPax right here. DT's, no, not stopped. Okay, one of the DTs did fall. The other one trying to get some damage. MaxPax not Mike running out. Another Observer comes. The DT goes down. 11 workers fall for Trigger. MaxPax in a decent position. He is losing some units, but that was a beautiful Stasis Ward. Catches a lot of Stalkers. Barracks can be so rare for Protoss. Yeah, imagine warped in Marauders. Imagine warped in Terran. That'd be a terrifying thing, huh, guys? Marines and Marauders warping in and just stemming in. GG. MaxPax comes back in game number 2. You guys are fucking something else. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Mamma mia. Oh, heck and heck. Heck 'em. Heck 'em, guys. MaxPax doesn't want to go down without a fight. Usually we've seen enough game 5s. Is Trigger going to take it in game 4? We're going to go into a reverse sweep from MaxPax. Ultimately, the DTs just got too much done. And MaxPax still able to defend on the other side, even against Blink. So here we are. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo-Humanity in the red. Give it up for MaxPax. And his opponent in the upper left, representing Basilisk Gaming. Give it up for Trigger. In the blue. Ooh, Trigger going for something cheeky. Is he going for like a 2-gate cannon rush? Is he going to go for just proxy gates? This could be like a 4-gate with the gas or like a 3-gate with the gas. Yeah, this is looking... What? Is he just going proxy 2-gate Stalker and then mining it out? MaxPax may know what it immediately is up. And we saw Trigger do a 4-gate attempt on MaxPax a few weeks ago. Game 2. I don't know, my brain's not up. That's what's up. Code and Neelis. Listen, guys, why wouldn't the government want me? I got 2015 vision and I can run a mile in 45 minutes, all right? Exactly. That's how much my brain's on point today. All right, Trigger is going to start mining out the gas. I think he is going to try to go double zealot. He's obviously going to get a Cyber Core. But I do think it might be a double Zealot opener. We'll see. Wait, what's Trigger do? Oh, yeah, he's going to drop the core. Double Zealot from Trigger. Let's go. This reminded me of Golden Wall. Max Pax did do the high ground on this map for obvious reasons, for something cheeky like this, and he scouted it. But I think that was just in case, because he had Trigger do some shenanigans. Not this exactly. There's one Zealot for Max Pax. Trigger is getting in that core, though. We do have a Stargate coming. Shield battery on the way. Trigger. Is he setting up for more? He's got a pylon back home. He's just getting some gas. It's just a singular gas for now. Max Pax finds his proxy. Oh shit, he found his proxy. 2 Adepts coming. I like that out of Trigger, but Max Pax is in position to drop a battery. So he's not as worried about his about an expansion in this game. But this is certainly a fun one. How you doing? And with that being said, can I get an exclamation mark bubbles for this one? I think this warrants an exclamation mark bubbles. It's going to be 3-gate Stargate from Max Pax. He's going for an Oracle. He knows Trigger doesn't have a shield battery. He's still got that probe there. Trigger doesn't get the Adepts in. 2 Zealots and 2 Adepts going to fight the Stalker and Zealot. Stalker going to hold a bit. He's going to try to break the... Yeah, he's going to force a cancel here. Still, Max Pax re-walls. Trigger going to lose one of the Adepts. That being said, the Oracle is out. Is going to help kill this Adept. Zealot actually getting a lot of work on the Stalker. But Trigger is going to have 3 Stalkers in production. Oh, Zealot breaches the wall again. Forces a cancel yet again. Another Zealot trying to chisel at this pylon. But Trigger does have some Stalkers in production. He has 3 Stalkers, 1 back home, has the shield battery. He's in defense for Adepts. Here comes the Void Ray, though. Max Pax does have a couple of Stalkers out. Cool game number 4. I'm going to say it correctly now. Game heckin' number 4. Oracle trying to go out and get some damage, but guess what? It's going to have to wait. It doesn't have energy after killing the Adept before. This is a spicy one. It's a 1 base versus 1 base. Max Pax on the defense, but he's going to probably push out now that he's got a Void Ray. He's going to have some more Stalkers. Trigger does have Warp Gate. That's about it. He's going into a Twilight, and oof, 2 of his gates and his core are back over here. Stay looking good for Trigger. Considering there's 1 pylon, there's 5 Stalkers and a Void Ray. Nah, that ain't looking too good. That ain't looking too good, fam. Trigger giving us the spicy game, but Max Pax giving us the spicy D. The spicy defense. What if I change my nickname? What if I change my Twitch name to Spicy D, guys? Spicy Dave. Usually I get Rowdy Dave from like Babylings, or apparently Cyril too. Or so the rumor is. I'm too rowdy or something. Didn't Cyril call me rowdy? If Gene Sim was here, he's the one that asked, you know, what Cyril thought about me. All right. Oracle moving on out. Stalker's pushing over here. We'll see what happens. Max Pax did go for a Nexus. The 4 Stalkers trying to get in, but that's a beautiful block with the Zealot right there. Trigger trying to recall. He's trying to hang in here, but he's in some trouble. He's had to rebuild a Cyber Core and 2 more gates. I don't think Trigger can do it, guys. If he does, I'm going to be damn impressed. He's trying to get a Nexus. The Oracle's still out. Couple Stalkers in the defense. Max Pax and 27 army supply. Killing the gas even. He's like, you know, we're going to kill the Scouter gas. Trigger's going to try to even buying some time by breaking the cooling tower in the center of the map to put the rocks down. So, he's trying everything he can to stay in this game. In terms of workers, though, they're even. Max Pax does have his Nexus obviously done quite sooner. But that army supply lead's the problem. The production lead. The fact that Trigger got the Twilight before the Cyber Core went is pretty nice. So he's at least going to have Blink. I guess that's the only thing I can really see in Max Pax with a Robo behind this. I think he's just going to have a pulverizing army. He's going into Immortals with this, even with Blink. It's going to be a battle of more versus less. Trigger trying to keep some pressure, get some information. Blink's going to be done, so he can potentially blink away. MaxPax has hallucinated Phoenixes, has the Oracle, has observers out. He has everything. Trigger do be looking like he's in a rough spot. All right, he does have a shield battery coming down. Just a sentry here. Nothing else. It's these 4 stalkers. MaxPax kind of going on 2 fronts, chasing down the stalkers over here. But he's just going to push across the map. He has a bunch of stalkers of his own. Void Ray coming in. He's got an Immortal with 2 sentries on the other side. Trigger doesn't have much here. Just a sentry and 3 stalkers. A couple stalkers having to be attentive to the Oracle. Because we're talking MaxPax micro. Not to say that Trigger doesn't have micro either. Battery overcharge is activated. The shield battery is going to be targeted. Void Ray goes down. Trigger trying desperately. It was his only shield battery. He's going to try to get one in. Blink is going to help. And wait, what? Can Trigger do it with the probes? I mean, the problem is he needs to keep his probes too. He's trading out pretty well. The Zealot coming in clutch for MaxPax. Trigger is going to start to lose a lot of these probes though. Trigger holds, I think. But at what cost? Yeah, he does. Force a recall on the Immortal. Doesn't get a kill. Does a lot of hull damage. And somehow Trigger holds. He is behind. MaxPax looks like he might posture for another base. We'll see. He's just getting his other gas. Trigger had to spend everything to try to rebuild some probes first. And maybe eke out an army. He's going to try to get any damage, but the rev tag on the Stalker is going to tip his hat that he's pushing across the map. MaxPax does have some defensive units. Is going to try to drop a pylon. There's nothing for high ground for Trigger, so he's just going to have to poke in the front. MaxPax not rushing a third base. This is a cool game. That was a really good defense from Trigger. Sniping that Immortal was pretty clutch. It could have been better, Dan Macko. I'm sorry. I didn't have, from me not streaming as much, which, like, with everything, now I'm, like, behind. I'm, you know, got to work on my resume and stuff, too. I'm going to definitely do some ladder after this, but I have to take a brief 5-minute break or so. Might take a, you know, I'm obviously going to take some breaks. I do need to get some stream time in still. But yeah, it could have been better. Like, I honestly think if I've committed to a few other things that kind of screwed me on this tournament this week, but it is still a good turnout. We had really good players. We had some good results, Dan Macko. Mixu versus MaxPax was a cool one in the semis. But thank you to all the players that were in there. For Jimmy got a little, he felt a little screwed getting MaxPax on the other side. I felt bad about that because I was running a little close to this. All right, Stalkers are going to put a lot of pressure on Trigger, trying to catch up on workers. And honestly, third base going down about at the same time. MaxPax does have an observer out. Trigger going into +1 as MaxPax is. He's just a little behind. How is Trigger catching up on this? He's got to get work done. He's got to get pressure done. But he's at least keeping MaxPax busy. Ew, he got an observer of his own. How the hell does Trigger do it? Now, it's up to MaxPax to take this game to give us to a game number 5, and it was looking like Trigger was omega dead. He lost 2 gates, a pylon, and a cyber core, but also spent money on that gas earlier. I think Trigger's figured out the cheese on this map. That was a definitely cool opener. Everything was proxied minus that 1 gate in his main. And guys, please help us with the Matcherino codes, ! Matcherino. Otherwise, consider sponsoring our Patreon for KSL. All right. Stalker's kind of waddling over here. We'll see what happens. And, yeah. Oof. Nice snipe on the Stalker. On both fronts. All right, with that being said, we do have charge on the way for Trigger. MaxPax going into a Dark Shrine and has his Robo Bay finished up. I hope we get a game 5, folks. But still, this is damn impressive that Trigger got to this point. From how much he lost, that defense was incredible. It was really smart for him to get an expand right when he did. And MaxPax going in, trying to get a Warp Prism, and Trigger trying to get some information at least. The problem is he's just behind on tech and production. He's at least getting upgrades. He's going to have faster charge. The biggest thing is, can he defend against the DTs? He does have an Observer out. Oh, no, he has 2. That's actually pretty helpful. One is with the army. He has the other one back at home right here in the natural. But the Warp Prism coming over here. MaxPax warping in DTs. Oh, my God. Classic MaxPax with a DT micro going in toward the third. And with the Warp Prism going into the Nat. All right, that being said, the army supply in favor of Trigger. This is all going to come down to Dark Templar defense. He does have an Observer. He does have some units. I think both pushed out. Wait, MaxPax? Oh, yeah, he saw the... Yeah, he did catch the Warp Prism. Very good stuff from Trigger. Doesn't recall. He was able to come back in time. And MaxPax has a lot of DTs. But the problem is Trigger has these couple of Observers. Is going to clean him up. He does lose 9 workers when he's already behind. But still, a very smart move from Trigger. He's trying to hang in here. It is 42 to 65 workers. But Trigger has this massive army supply. MaxPax going into +2 and is getting out Disruptors. But Trigger with a big army supply lead. Another DT coming into the other's flank. Warp Prism still out. DT's everywhere. MaxPax with the DT micro, the Warp Prism micro. He's absolutely everywhere with them. But Trigger is going to have to push out across the map. He doesn't have much back home to defend it. He knows he's behind in terms of economy, but he does feel confident he might be able to do something on the other side of the map. Still, he cleans up an Observer from Maximus Paximus. The Disruptor behind us. Is it going to get sniped? Oh, Trigger with a beautiful blink. Loses a couple Zealots, but I don't think that matters. There's no other Disruptor in production for MaxPax, but the one in the back is blink off cooldown. Yes, it is. Does hit an Immortal for Trigger. Trigger's pushing hard. MaxPax doesn't have a lot of army supply. Battery overcharge keeping these units alive a bit, but there's so much Trigger, even with the upgrade advantage. I think MaxPax is going to fall, and we will see what is happening. Nish, thank you for the raid, buddy. Oh my God. Make sure you guys give Nish a follow, but damn. Damn, this is a fight. Trigger may have just made the craziest comeback in probably one of the coolest PvPs I've seen on this map in a while. Not a scrappy one at all. Just a really cool game. Is MaxPax going to be able to come back? He still leads in bases and workers, but these bases are in trouble. The Immortals over here. Meanwhile, a Dark Templar killing a lot of Trigger. MaxPax just can't get an army up. He's going to lose both bases. How did this happen? Just me and the gang today? I hope you had a good stream, bud. All right, anyway. That being said, this is... I don't know. I don't think it's looking good for MaxPax. He's trying to get some charge lots over it. MaxPax losing another base. Trigger did lose a lot of workers, but he still has 3 bases versus 1 base. MaxPax isn't going to concede yet. I don't blame him for not. He has more workers. He's lost a lot of econ, but so did Trigger. But the fact that he has 3 bases to bind off of and produce probes is a problem. How the hell did this happen? What an incredible PvP. This is absolutely freaking nuts. Thank you, Sebajan. That is Nish of the StarCraft Observer. Also, check out the StarCraft Observer if you're not already. He's Mr. Famous Nish. Twitch be like his side hustle. And Nish, I hope you've been following up with the KSL news. Oh my goodness, look at this. MaxPax trying to get some work done, and he needs to out of desperation. He's forced to long distance mine. He does kill all the workers in the third. But the army supply is damn close. He does have an upgrade advantage. And being that the army's close, Trigger's going to have to be on his back foot for defense. Even though there's 3 bases, if MaxPax can get enough to fight in here, he could be all right. But not all right. He's actually just in a rough spot. No, he's losing the fight. He has to retreat, and that's about all he can do. I can't believe this. We might see the end of Max Packs, and he actually had a really good defense. I think his push earlier just wasn't enough. Trigger's defense was just too good earlier on. I can't believe we saw this. I can't believe we saw this. I will say Trigger does have a ping advantage over here, but no, that was just a good, really
Imagine
good
Protoss.
Really good play. Max Pax is hanging on. Look at this long distance mining. It's the worker count that's hilarious, but it's the fact that we have actually optimal mining for Max Pax doesn't have any mining in the main, or does Trigger really. He is a little bit still because he lost so many damn workers. It's such a weird one, but we can't fault Max Pax for staying in this. I just don't think he can crack him. He is leading an army supply. He's tried everything on one base, long distance mining with just one gas. Oh, God. If you saw the beginning of the game, forget about it. What an incredible series. And I'm not going to say Max Pax threw on that one. Because this game, somehow he thinks he's still in it. And I just don't see how. Trigger's got this 3-base production. He's getting up photon cannons. Max Pax is trying to get a Nexus. If we end up with more... If Max Pax comes back now, like earlier on, I'm like, if Trigger comes back, he's a damn legend. He came back. But now if Max Pax somehow, in his Giga Chad big brain, comes back from this game, I don't know. Honestly, this one is going to Loco and Winter, guys. This one is going to Loco and Winter. This is... We've seen these guys before. It's always a great matchup. But still, this is one of the coolest PvPs I've casted in some time. If Max Pax can bring this to more of a game, dare I say this could be one of the best PvPs I've casted in all time. If we end up with like another 10 minutes in this game somehow, and oh, when we end up to a game 5, that would be the best. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope you guys are too, because I can't imagine what game 5 will be if there's a comeback from this. Max Pax looks like he's trying to take a 4th base or 3rd base again. He needs it. It's really second mining. Trigger's now mining out of his main just on gas. Yeah. Max Pax even mined out of his gas, but let's look at the trades. What the fuck is this game? Okay, Trigger mining on both sides. The gold's gonna help him, or Max Pax mining on both sides. The gold's gonna help him a bit, but Trigger has a 60 army supply. I think this is just gonna seal it. GG. Trigger takes it. What a freaking legend. Holy shit, that was a cool-ass PvP. That was like, everybody's been all stoked about TVTs, even me, and you know what? This is why I love PvP. That game was incredible. That was the most insane comeback for Trigger. Man.